No. Shit, a lot of Christmas swag.
Fuck your Christmas swag. Swag.
Swag. We have the Christmas swag.
Actually just became Swedish.
Yes, very
Fuck
good.
you,
They're
Christmas
listening.
swag.
Welcome to the Sketchbook Heroes podcast with me, Elias.
And me, Robert.
Today we're gonna talk about...
Produktivitet-ish.
Yes.
Haha.
In English.
Oh yes, productivity.
So, with that awesome intro,
We are
welcome.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, welcome.
Yeah, let's use that intro.
Yeah, let's just
It was
use
really
Let's
good.
just go with it.
And yeah,
No
so we're
takebacks.
going to be talking productivity today. And yeah, and stuff, right?
Yeah, stuff. Continue our Mando rant.
Of course.
Or journey.
And we'll save that to the very, very end so you can,
So no spoilers.
yeah, so we don't spoil it for you.
Oh yeah, there
So you
there
can-
will be spoilers. I mean.
Yeah,
So,
so
yes, lots of spoilers.
but we'll, save it to the end so you don't have to worry about it.
Yes,
We'll tell you when to opt out.
exactly. And not really any tools.
No,
So,
like
like-
I've tried some different types of paper, but I don't feel that I have that much to say about them. They're nice in some instances, but not in others, but not in a way where it's interesting.
We'll see if you have something to say when we get to that point.
To
I
that
think.
point, yeah.
Let's just wing it. Today
It's
is
great.
the wing it episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, productivity wing it.
And also, thank you to everyone who's been shouting the podcast.
Yes, so much. Thank you. Like, oh,
It's always
crazy.
fun, and just seeing the stories pop up, with, however you choose to share them, always fun.
Yeah.
And if you make, fun of us when you do it,
That's even better.
even better.
Yes. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because then we
huge-
have this thing that we could do back and forth. It's fun.
exactly. Just keep making fun of ourselves.
I think Artem wrote because the previous episode was called Stuck,
Yeah.
and he just wrote everything in capital letters except the T, so it says suck. If you just
Yeah,
read the
yeah.
capital. It's funny.
Yeah, he's
Very-
fun. He's funny that way.
Yeah, Artem.
Fucker. Love you, bro. Yeah, and a big shout out to Miss Ninja Cookie that is working on a new name now. I don't know what she's going to be
Mhm.
called on Instagram, but Mel.
Milk.
Milk. Milk.
Milk.
Got milk?
Milk.
Yeah, that's a good name.
I think I wrote, you've got Mel. That's what her name should be.
You rot.
No, you rot, male. No.
Oh, man. Okay, yeah. Intro song, please.
Intro, save
Yes.
us. Go! Worst intro ever.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, they haven't changed at all. Filling sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook heroes, imagination burning. Sketchbook heroes, sketchbook hero pick up the sketchbook heroes. They all seem to have a new life. Sketchbook heroes.
But this one was
Yeah,
a new
this was-
low, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's low. It was just like very improvised.
They're always very
I know,
cool.
but
Dude, this one just sucked.
Yeah. Let's just call it that. This is the sucky episode.
And with that said, let's dive in or small talk?
Small
or?
talk. How
Okay,
you
small
been?
talk. Let's do small talk.
I mean, well, it feels like I saw you yesterday. But
yeah.
yeah.
That's because, we recorded
I mean-
on a Wednesday.
Yeah, so it's only been like 4 days in between
Mhm.
recordings. But yeah, so how's life? How's
Life
things?
is good.
How's
like,
things?
I guess everything I have to say will sort of bleed into the topic. So
Yeah.
I've just been focusing a lot on just creating stuff, and I haven't been on social media more than I have to, and life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
like,
well,
we had cousins over
Oh, okay.
on Friday, and the kids everyone was drawing in the kitchen. That was super fun, And then we had another cousin on Saturday over as well. And the kids were playing, and, out of mind, out of sight, or, vice versa. But
Perfect. So you
so
can sleep.
it's been a productive weekend in a lot of aspects.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, for me, it hasn't really been that productive, but I've been super busy. Mainly because I missed a couple of days of last week because of my little cold. So I had to sort of work that in. But then on Saturday, we had like an after-work meeting with the studio. And we did something that was really cool, actually. And like, I recommend this to everybody if you have the chance. But we did a feedback session where everybody like chose one or two tattoos from themselves that they wanted to get commented on or chat on. And we just sat, drank beers, and then commented on each other's work, gave tips and tricks, and like, I would have done it that way. What was your thought behind this and this? And just had discussions around our work. So that felt so great. I mean, we're only 4 people working in that shop, so it's like we can still be in like together without breaking any corona rules and stuff. But just really nice, sort of almost like a little bit of a team building thing as well. Learning to trust each other with the feedback and learning to listen and give like just really, really
good all around, basically. Yeah. Since you're all sort of leveled people,
Exactly. And we're all still trying to get better. I mean, even Nelson, who's been working fucking 25 years or whatever, he's still trying to get better. So and it was his and my idea, kind of. I think more his idea than mine, but we discussed it like way back, and it finally happened. So now we're gonna try to keep that up, maybe like once a month or every second month or something.
Yeah, because you push out tattoos, like a lot of them. So
yeah,
it might be nice to just like meet up and just talk, like about a few that you've made that you were like not 100% sure on, like.
Yeah, and I think for the future, what I'm gonna try to, or at least like I'm gonna present the idea to have us choose tattoos from each other rather than us choose a tattoo to be commented on.
Ah, that's actually better, yeah, because then it might be out of your comfort zone.
Exactly,
as well.
Totally out of the blue, because even if it's just like I want to hear the backstory of this piece, like what happened here, but just to like evolve it maybe a little bit, or do like one of each. Maybe I choose one and you get to choose one, and do it that way.
I like that.
Yeah, so we did that, and then also super cool project that I kind of almost forgot because it was too cool. So Sunday, I had a meeting at the shop again, super hungover, of course. But so me and Nelson are doing a project together on one client.
Oh, shit.
So he gave us free rein on his hands. So I'm doing his left hand.
Oh, that's
and
so
Nelson
cool.
is doing his right hand, and we're gonna try to make them kind of match, but with our styles.
Yeah. But are they gonna match when you hold your hands closer, or just
like we haven't-
style-wise? Or
I don't think it's gonna be like that precise, but more like balanced out, sort of same type of motif, but
with your own touch on
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So like my Geotrash twist and his more Art Nouveau-ish clean style. So super nervous about that, of course. But
yeah, because it becomes a comparison,
Yeah,
like,
and it's gonna be me working with like one of my idols, like on the same person.
the guy that made your comic sleeve.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, like that was. It's such a fucking again like humility, not humidity. It is.
Well, you will be.
Yes. I will be humiliated. I will be humid.
All the humans, yeah.
And I will be humble for sure. So all of the hums, I think. I don't know. But super, super, super cool project. And another really cool project, just speaking of, I don't know, I'm probably not allowed to talk about it, but I'm going to do it anyways. Nelson wants all 3 of the rest of the shop to go together and do one piece on him. So we're going to, like, we have to work together on the design and tattoo, like, figure out how
Before
to
you,
tattoo that on him as well. And, like, Yeah. So
Cool.
a lot of cool little
Mhm.
projects coming up. And also like this is why I haven't been able to watch a lot of stuff because I've been working, like I said, and also been a lot more social on the social. So trying to reach out more to my tattoo colleagues out in the world and
Yeah,
really planting sort of fish hooks here and there.
Seeds.
That too. But so I've begun discussing a guest spot in Aarhus in
Mhm.
Denmark. So
Oh shit.
like just like 1 or 2 weeks in maybe January,
Mhm.
if we're allowed to travel, that is.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so I'm gonna be there tattooing with like visiting my friends from Lego and all of that stuff too, and then potentially a bigger guest spot in Halmstad, like a smaller city in
Mm.
Sweden with some really amazing artists. So yeah, stuff is happening again.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yes. So yeah, that's what I've been up to.
I like it though. It sounds like you've been doing stuff.
Exactly. That's why it's like I don't feel sad that I haven't really watched stuff.
Yeah, same.
So
Don't care.
yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see what happens. Nothing is really like I haven't booked anything in yet, so I
You
don't
can't
know.
book anything. Like there's
No,
no point
exactly.
in.
But it's also because like it has to coincide with different people's calendars and blah blah. So, but just fun to sort of be in those discussions and have that sort of to look forward to at least. It's something.
Yeah. No, but and also you have several things, so there's a possibility of something actually happening. You know,
Yeah,
instead
yeah.
of planning the one thing, when you know the likelihood of traveling right now might not be a thing for a
Exactly.
while. So
And I am like in my head, I've already written my friend, but I haven't. But my friend in Barcelona, who has a shop there, so probably gonna go there next year and tattoo a bit as well.
that would be awesome.
So yeah, a lot of just jumping around, trying
That
to.
could be a nice vacation as well, where you sort of like you work a little and you
Exactly, and
chill a
that's
little.
sort of what I wanted to do this year,
Yeah.
to be honest. But yeah, everybody knows how that went. So yeah, hopefully 21 will be the year.
the year. Yeah,
Kind of doubt it, but at least something will happen.
we'll see. No, you might be able to travel, but you'll have to sort of like with the restrictions
Yeah,
that are.
yeah. So as long as I can work,
Mhm.
then it's fine, I think. Yeah, but
Mhm.
yeah, that's what's been going on in my hood.
But how does that make you feel, like in your head, when you've just started like having some balls rolling? You know what I mean?
It's kind of what we talked about last time with that boulder.
Yeah.
Like now I see the boulder rolling. Like
Rolling
I'm on
instead,
top
yeah.
of that hill and just
Yeah.
watching it disappear, rather than pushing it. Like
Mhm.
so, it is I wouldn't say it's a weight off of my shoulders, but
But
in a
it's
way.
something. I think,
I'm
yeah.
getting like to use that sort of metaphor. I'm feeling lighter in my shoulders.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like it was from one day to the next that happened, and it was like pretty much from Tuesday to Wednesday.
Yeah.
So when we came into podcast Wednesday was when it started going up,
Yeah.
and then from there it's just like gone downhill, I guess, but in a good way.
The good kind of downhill.
The good kind of down. Yeah.
No, because I'm thinking that even like smaller things, I think Inktober that I dreaded before it came, because I was looking forward to it, for example.
Mhm.
Then the day before, like
Yeah,
the
dread hits.
podcast before that
Yeah.
whole thing started, I was like, I don't want to do this. I just don't want to do this. And then, like once you sort of get into it and it's like a lot of fun and exploration and stuff, that kind of, I don't know, like that made, like there was something. Every day there was something that you had to do, although it was the same,
Yeah, but it's still.
something,
That
yeah.
thing. Yeah. But, and a good thing.
And
I
a
guess.
good thing, yeah.
If you can keep that mentality up, because
Yeah.
most of us went, it's not a good thing.
No, it was, by the end I was so exhausted, but I could take a week off, and then
Yeah.
continue. And now I can do it, 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and it's fine.
Yeah.
So, and even that it keeps sort of going like in a positive direction, just feels like something is happening. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah,
Although
yeah.
it hasn't really generated anything yet. Like I have some small little sort of stuff that I've been asked, and my current work has led to work, that thing I told you about,
Yep.
that I don't know if I'm going to accept yet. But it's still like things are happening, so it feels like there are things to look forward to.
Yeah. Do you think it's because like we're nearing the end of this year and people are sort of getting just more energy because it's almost over? Like you feel
Maybe, I
like
don't know.
it's like this year is almost over.
Mm.
Uh,
Maybe there's hope in it. You
yeah.
mean like that?
Or maybe it's just our mentality that like
I think it's us.
something has happened here. But
yeah, I think it's
and we
just
just
small
notice-
wins.
yeah. Like, but I'm fucking writing this thing
Yeah, but
until
same
it
thing here.
dies now.
Yeah,
Fuck. I've been
same.
so down for so long. This is the best thing that's happened to me in forever.
Mm.
Like it's So just genuinely super stoked to get stuff rolling.
Yeah, and when that happens, then you're just like, oh, I should. You come up with things. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like you just start things,
Yeah.
and then suddenly, doesn't matter what happens. Like you have things that if like not dependent on each other. I mean,
Yeah.
that are rolling.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. That's something I can talk on the tool section with my current project. Just
Oh, shit,
sort of a small
yeah.
update on that.
That would be fun, and then we can have it as a recurring thing.
Yeah,
if you do like big strides.
because
yeah.
it will take
Some
weeks.
time. Yeah, but it was fun, even with the Tango and Cash one.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Small little
yeah,
like, how's it
little
going?
things like the washing machine as well.
yeah,
For
yeah.
those that listen from the beginning,
Yes.
it's fun to have something recurring. It feels nicer.
Yeah, I like that too.
Uh,
Awesome.
So diving into today's topic. from here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Mhm.
Topical.
El topico. Yeah. So being productive, like it's hard. You know, like, it is a fucking like you can do it for a short while and then it sort of fades out. And
Yeah,
then you
being
get-
hard and fucking.
what
Yeah, you can do that for a little while, then it
for a
starts.
little.
yeah.
Okay. The comparison. Okay.
So
I get
that was all I could hear, and
I
this
didn't
is how
hear
my
it at
brain
all.
works.
So the connection was
Like-
like what?
You know, I'm single now, right? So, like, this is all my brain is thinking. The little brain. Yes, speaking of the följetong.
Desperation. Yeah.
Let's see how this goes. Being productive.
Mm.
Yes. But yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you are staying productive, I think. Like, you've just kept
Yes.
that going.
Exactly. I
after
pulled it back so that I can actually fucking
manage it
manage it
for yourself.
But
sanity.
it is fun. Like
Yeah.
it's still fun, and I did 2 live streams, and those led to 2 new pieces. And I'm really trying not to focus on what everyone else is doing,
Yeah.
which is sort of the case with Instagram and how it sort of merges everyone's work into feeling like it's one person creating a
Yeah.
lot of stuff. That
Oh,
weird thing.
dude, that is spot on. That's exactly what I feel when
Yeah.
I go through Instagram.
Yeah, it
I
feels
keep
like
forgetting
yeah,
that it's like
a million people.
like hundreds and thousands of people doing different things.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's just this one person posting everything.
Yeah, everything.
They're
like,
so productive.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And it's just spread out between, so many other
Mm.
artists. But it's just such a weird thing. Like the only one that produces like that is Artem.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every day, like
So Artem came to the shop like 2 weeks ago or something, and we had a few beers after I finished work.
Mhm.
And
Was it a date?
yes, it was
Mandate.
mandate. A mandate.
A mandate. Yeah. Such a bad one.
Yeah, that is really a bad one. But in the little time that he was there
Mm.
while I was finishing the tattoo,
Mm.
which was 15 minutes, he did 3 full A4
Okay, let's not talk
sketches
about Artem anymore.
that
Son
I
of a
stole,
bitch. Yeah.
obviously. 2 traditional and 1 digital.
Yeah, we can't have that paper leave the office.
Yeah, no, I was very rude. I didn't even ask him. I just said, I'm stealing these.
Nice.
And so, yes, now I have them.
He's like, I have like a million of those.
Yes, that's exactly what he said too. So thank you, Artem. I will try to.
I love
to
how we
frame
say
them
his
up.
name every time. It's like
Artem.
we talk and then like Artem.
But it's such a
And it's
nice
probably
little-
wrong.
No,
It's-
he
no, no,
gave me
no,
a
tru-
compliment because
No,
I
no,
say
no.
it right.
Trust me, it's wrong. He's just being kind.
Arm. It's like coughing,
Artem.
like a pirate coughing. No, that's horrible.
Artem. It's a Star Wars joke.
Yes,
Yo.
yes.
No, I'm just kidding.
Very good.
But yeah,
productive. So you kept it going after
I just
October,
kept it going because I knew if I stop,
then
I won't pop. Yeah, because it's the worst analogy ever. But
again, my dirty brain.
oh, you
like-
took it even further.
Yeah, like
Cool. Yes.
yeah. Oh, fuck.
So, desperation.
I don't want to be
didn't
editing
come
this
up.
much. Fuck.
But yeah, so I'm just keeping the flow. So there isn't like I don't have to do anything special to stay productive now.
No,
But I've
like
noticed
you're
that
in it.
yeah, but I've noticed that I do check, my Instagram less. I like I said before, like I focus less on what others are doing
Mhm.
because it doesn't benefit me in any way. Like it does, it just takes time away from me.
Yeah.
It's basically that thing when you go on YouTube and you just consume,
Yeah.
but you learn nothing from it. You know
No,
what I mean?
no, yeah,
Like
yeah.
you get tidbits of facts, like the Hulk's penis is this wide. Like
But it's
stuff like
not
that.
wide.
But it's not. No, but I'm. But I'm just saying that it's information. You get some of it, but it doesn't really it doesn't help me in my art.
No.
Usually, it's just
But
it's
that,
like distracting me from being productive.
that pretty much sums up my whole day until I got here.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, like I always start my day like when I have a day off, I
Yeah.
spend most of that day in the bathtub with YouTube. It's just like I love it so much.
Mm.
It's ridiculous, really. But it started with like me wanting to learn new tattoo techniques,
Mm-hmm.
and like that's all good and well, and I did learn a lot of cool stuff. But then that became like, oh, let's learn some more about Mandalorians, and that was really good and productive information. Like, oh, I can use this, so like I can talk about that later in the Mando episode part. But then that became like, oh, this skateboard trick, and then ooh, this X Games thing, and then ooh, this other like. These were the most powerful weapons before the lightsaber was, and then, the more and more you
The
watch,
rabbit hole,
the
yeah.
less I remember those really good Mando things.
Yeah.
And, like, seriously now, the last thing I saw was, like, Luke Skywalker shitting on himself, pretty much. Like, how Mark Hamill hates how
Oh yeah, how that
how they-
character,
how they sort of ended his, the Luke
Arc, yeah.
Skywalker arc.
with that terrible.
So
fade
that's
out.
the last thing that I saw, and it was just him being like pissed. So that's all
That's
I
all
remember
you
now.
remember. Yeah, the last thing you watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a fucking trap. It really is, or like a sink. It
No,
just,
but
like,
I'm happy that I'm
drains-
not a big video consumer though.
No.
Because video, you just, you watch the video. That's what you do. Like,
Yeah.
even if you're drawing, you're basically watching the video more than you are.
Yeah.
Especially if it's for the first time,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
easier to, like, have something in the
That-
background.
yeah, that's
that
why
you've
El
seen.
Dorado and all of those are really good.
Yeah,
Because
the-
we've seen them so many times. It's like watching or listening to an audiobook. Like,
Exactly.
You just know.
Yeah, without looking up. You can,
Exactly.
like, oh, this is when he does this and this happens. Like,
Yeah.
it plays out in your head
Oh yeah,
instead. Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, I should definitely like go back to the way we used to do things,
Mhm.
and not as much YouTube stuff.
No, but I think YouTube is a great tool. Like,
It
it's
is,
such a great tool, but
but it
just like
shouldn't-
everything else, you
it
get
shouldn't
stuck.
take over, you
Yeah.
know. And I think that's what it's done now. And
Mhm.
plus, it's so nice in a way. Like I don't have to think.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
it
because
thinks for
YouTube
you.
serves
Yeah.
also is like, oh, this is what you want to see, and then it just keeps going because you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
that sort of autoplay function.
And also, I guess it learns what you like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
it keeps recommending similar stuff. So.
But most of that is also just bullshit. Like
Mhm.
it's better to search for direct things and actually find
But
what you
that's-
want to see.
yeah, to see, yeah, specifically, yeah. But
Mhm.
but that's why I like if I consume something that I want to learn, I'll focus in on that and try to sort of like do it while I watch it. That's why I love like floating windows and shit that you can't do anymore on YouTube because you have to pay for it.
Really?
Yeah.
What the
Or
fuck?
watch in the browser. You can do it if you watch in the browser.
Yeah, because then you can.
No,
float the
but then you can
browser.
float the window. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's a way of doing it. But I like having, like if I'm drawing on my iPad and sitting by the computer, I'll have it on the computer, and then draw on the iPad.
Yeah.
So that I can actually utilize what I'm learning. Because otherwise, it's just information in, information out. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like all those good ideas we never write down. Like,
Exactly. Oh man. Yeah.
So that's another way of being productive. Like if you're gonna watch something to learn, just do that. Don't like work on something else while you do that, because it's not gonna
No.
stick. And it's like you said, it'll be the last thing you heard
Exactly.
is the only thing that'll probably stick. Or
Angry Hamill. Yeah.
And that was actually really good, because I've done that as well. Like, on the few occasions that I've gotten stuck on YouTube. It's like, what the fuck was the point of this?
Yeah.
Because that
where
was
did I
videos
start?
ago. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Or like, I think even Facebook, those videos that come with the one after,
Oh, yeah.
it just keeps feeding you videos, without a playlist, basically.
Yeah.
That is another type of trap that you can get stuck in. And like, oh, this guy. And then you watch like a 5-minute stand-up, then you watch this puppy get saved, then like it just keeps feeding you shit, and then several hours have passed.
Yeah, pretty much. But so, do you have any ways to sort of get productive? Like, do you just? I mean,
Depends on how motivated I am, I guess.
because
Or
you,
like, not
I guess you
motivated, but-
are productive pretty much the whole time, anyways. Just carries on from the working day, and you keep being.
Yeah, I
productive.
guess. No, but I guess I have, like, before I had the train, like, there's nothing else to
No,
do.
that-
Like, it's
that's
like
why I'm
going to
asking.
the gym, like, I'm at the gym. What am I going to do? Like,
Yeah.
am I going to sit here and just roll my thumbs? No.
Yes, of course.
The train is the same. Like, I had this routine that got fucked up in the beginning,
Yeah.
so productivity went down. And now that I've been home for as long as I have, like, it's changed, So now I draw, when everyone goes to bed, I just like I have everything in the kitchen now. It's super messy. For anyone who's seen my Instagram stories, there's always like a bunch of stuff on the table.
But that's how I love it. Like,
I love it too,
yeah.
but I just need to find a balance there so that my wife doesn't hate me. Although she thinks it's beautiful, when it comes time to do some
like,
normal stuff,
yeah,
it's like it's everywhere.
when you need to use
Yeah.
the
table, yeah.
Yeah.
And if I have to sort of like take it, like clean it all away and then bring it back, that's gonna ruin my productivity. For
Yeah,
example,
like,
I need to
I
have
mean,
it close at hand.
You wouldn't bring it all back.
No, I wouldn't
Unless
bring
you
it all
really,
back.
really
Yeah,
have
that's
to.
why I haven't brought out gouache and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Because like I just want it there. So I don't know. Like being productive is tricky. Like you need to find something that whatever the fuck it is, like an easy win, and then keep repeating it.
Yeah.
Like keep repeating that one thing until you have a habit. Because then once the habit is in of like, oh, at 8 I start, or like my kids sleep at, like by 9 I'm free.
Yeah.
I have 2 to 3 hours, depending on what I want to put in to do this. And then like that's my rhythm now. So that's what I do. Like I don't overthink it. If I can't come up with like something fun, I'll just color a sketch that I have or, just doodle without thinking of posting,
Yeah.
It's still a lot of fun and I'm exploring a lot. And now I'm out of ideas again on how to proceed. So now I need to go back to sketching more, not posting, but sketching.
But I mean,
And-
now you've also opened up the writing part of it too,
Yeah.
which is sort of something that you can do when you're like not really feeling like you want to draw,
Mhm.
but you want to be productive. Then just sit down and start sort of writing down ideas
And I
for
think
whatever it could be.
I guess that's what, like, when you tell people to be productive, I think they also want the outcome immediately. Like
Yeah, you want to
they-
have a finished
Yeah,
art
you-
piece because you
or
are.
art piece, or like a
uh,
finished story.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking like something that we talked about a lot is that just do pieces of it, like to eventually reach that greatness.
Mhm.
And if you don't put a time limit on it because you don't have time to work on it, so you won't finish it this year or, like in your first sitting, just let it take fucking time. Like just
Exactly.
work on it, just hack at it. Then, you might reach your dream sooner or later, but at least you did something rather than I'll do it when I have more time.
Mhm.
Because
Because that's never going to happen.
never going to
No.
happen. Yeah. It doesn't
when
matter.
you have more time, you're not going to feel like doing shit.
Yeah.
And you're going to be stuck in that YouTube trap. Trust me on this. I
Well,
know
but that's
exactly
how it
what I'm
is.
saying. This
So,
is what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've wasted so much time. When I was at home, I had at least 2 days that I was not sick, but
Yeah.
stayed at home.
Mm.
Did I do anything those 2 days? No. one day I just scrolled through my PlayStation library trying to find a game to install to play a new game, and I didn't even do that.
You installed it at least.
Yeah, I
You
did.
think, see,
Yeah,
small
I
pieces.
I
Robert.
climbed the penis, and then I was like, well,
oh shit! On
yeah.
Odyssey, yeah, that you sent me the screenshot of. Just like my daughter did. The first thing I was like, "Here, play,"
yeah.
and
It
then
was
she's like,
within the-
"Dad, come look."
the first 5
didn't
minutes.
I send you the picture?
Maybe you did.
I think I did
You
because
probably
I
did.
sent it to you
Yeah.
and to my neighbor. I was like, I let my daughter play for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
This is what she did.
So yeah, me and your daughter have kind of much, the same kind of brain, I guess.
Humor like a 10-year-old.
For me, it was just like, can I actually climb this?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and then it's
There
like,
are
"Oh,
actually-
shit, you can climb fucking everything.
Yeah. There are places where you can't do that because I thought it was funny too. And I was just, you got to try it. You know, you got to see. Because the thing is, it isn't like the penis isn't fun in itself. It's to see if the developers like did it or didn't do.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
if
How
they,
far did they go?
Yeah, how far? Yeah, are they trying to censor the, you know,
Mhm.
like the thing, or they're gonna just let you be crazy?
Yeah.
So that's more of that exploration, especially working in games myself.
But
It's
yeah.
always fun to see what they get away with.
But that's how productive I got that day.
Cool.
That was a whole day.
That was a whole.
That was one whole day. Oh man, anxiety.
Yeah, but I guess productivity comes down to distractions. Like, what
Yeah.
are your distractions? You know, what are you sort of susceptible to be affected by
But it's
or distracted by?
it's also because of the new project that I'm gonna talk a little bit about in the tool segment. That is occupying my brain now too,
Mhm.
and that's why I don't want to start something in between that. I think because I need to get that done as soon as possible.
Mhm.
So I think that's also why it's more like, okay, just gather
Mhm.
like more tips and tricks for how I can actually get it done.
Mhm.
And so that's why I always start with the YouTube stuff
Yeah.
because, again, tattoo tips and tricks or whatever. But then, then I'm just hooked. And then,
But something
Yeah.
that you don't do as like sort of a feedback from me to you
mm-hmm.
is when you do these pieces. Like I usually when I'm gonna draw something and I like drawing since you're using reference as well.
Yep.
Just getting acquainted with the characters, like drawing them over and over, like
Mm.
quicker sketches. You know, where you spend like 5 to 10 minutes
Yeah, so you
redrawing.
know the-
Like like if you're gonna draw Sigourney Weaver, you draw her like
Yeah.
from different photos and just keep like playing around with her because you get super
good idea.
you start to notice things
Yeah.
about them when you keep repeating them, and then the sketches, they are not the greatest likeness or something,
No,
but
no,
they
but just-
eventually get there,
yeah.
and you start capturing the mannerism, and that was a really good
That's a great
tip
idea.
from I think it was Jason Seiler, the guy that draws for.
The guy who kills everybody in Heroes.
Oh shit, that was it. No.
Wasn't
No.
his name Siler?
Yes. Yeah,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
remember, but I think this is a famous painter.
Oh, okay.
He works on, like Time Magazine and does covers and shit for all the famous publications.
No killings.
No killings,
Oh.
but I might have gotten the name wrong, but still.
Cool.
It was a really good tip, and he was drawing Trump when he said it,
Oh, really?
and before he became president.
oh,
yeah.
shit. Okay. Of course.
But it was really cool because he did a couple ones from a couple of different photos where he just I don't spend a lot of time on these. It's just to like I want to get that mouth, or I want to get that hair, or I want to get those small beady eyes, And he just did like quick ones, and some of them were more like him, but the mannerisms. Because by the third one, I think he was like, oh, by the way, this is what I learned from the previous two. Like if I accentuate this will happen, and stuff like that. So it's a really good way to sort of get more information about the people you're drawing by drawing them several times.
That's super smart. Like, and again, it's almost like the Mexifunk thing. Like,
Mhm.
it's of course that's what I should be doing. Like, it's
No, but I think
Yeah, but
your
thank you,
work is
yeah.
so good that if you did that,
it would
you'd probably get
better,
just
and
like
faster.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. You'd get there.
And especially now with this thing, like again, I'm gonna go into that more, but I'm gonna need to know every single sort of crack in every wrinkle
Mhm.
of every face,
Yeah.
and know what to add and what to not add,
Mhm.
and so on, so on, so like, yeah. So
Yeah.
great idea.
And also the way that I draw the sketches right now it's exactly like that. Since I do him straight ink, even though I don't have to. I don't know why I keep doing it, but I just
Challenge
force
yourself.
myself to draw the same thing until I know how to do it, and then I can just do that when I draw live. You know, like not live on Instagram, but live. You know, on the paper.
IRL.
Yeah. So I keep repeating.
Yeah.
It helps me remember techniques and stuff, but it
Mm.
also makes the image, like I make less mistakes.
Yeah, and you prepare yourself
Mhm.
for the thing. Like it's like warming up. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a warm-up.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it also teaches you sort of like, when you draw a sketch and then you can, by the life of you, recreate it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because you were like, that pose was so good.
Mm.
And when you're drawing like with straight ink, I have to figure out how I do it. So all these like complex things that I've drawn, like when she's running, when Oppa is running and throwing knives and shit,
Mm.
I have to sort of break it down and understand sort of like, to be able to recreate this, I'll have to do this sort of like this triangle within a triangle thing so that I understand it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then
yeah.
I'll start with that. Because then I know that I'll leave, like I won't have those lines crossing the face, when you have like supporting lines and stuff. I don't
Yeah.
have to do those. I'll just find this big shape, and then out of this triangle at the bottom, that's where that leg comes out.
Mm.
And then I can sort of build it without showing you the construction lines too
Yeah.
clearly.
Almost like that's how they taught us how to sketch when I was at Disney and did one of their drawing classes.
Cool.
It sounds very similar to
Mm.
their techniques.
Yeah, but I think it's like
You just find the
find-
simplest shape and then make that into the
Yeah.
thing.
and
Like,
also
I mean, that's how you should sketch.
yeah,
anyways,
but it's also sort of like this negative space here. I need
Mm.
to have this like this space here needs to also be a triangle or something,
Oh, yeah,
like or this between the sort of the torso and the arm. I need to have this space. So it's stuff like that. So I'll add jot little lines everywhere, and then I just add the head and everything because it's supposed to be above this. The triangle or square or whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing at the moment.
Yeah.
So it's a nice sort of way, but it only comes if you keep repeating.
Yeah, but that's the thing with everything. Like
Yeah.
as soon as you stop working out, so to speak,
Mm.
you're gonna get like flabby,
Yeah.
lazy, tired. So yeah, I think to be productive, you have to stay productive,
Mm.
and that is the dangerous thing when you get these lows
Mm.
and you fall into that hole. It's
Yeah.
like trying. Sometimes it is that digging your way out of it. Like it's just it's just gonna fail.
Yeah.
So you need to just levitate yourself, I guess. Or
And
whatever.
also
Wingardium Leviosa.
no, but I think also just like what is success? What is
Mhm.
productivity? What like
Yeah, to you.
to you exactly? Like it can't like you have to change your mindset that it can't be a finished piece.
No.
Like
Like
it has
today's
to be,
win is gonna be a line on a fucking paper. Like
exactly,
whatever.
or just like writing on this paper.
Mm.
Like writing what you're gonna draw on this, like or the idea of it, or
Yeah.
a thumbnail is a win.
Yeah.
Or just learning a new pose is a win. Whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to accept in the beginning
Yeah.
because I've struggled with this for years.
And I hate that too because normally Pinterest is another one of those.
Traps,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because for me, like Pinterest is also the fire up the ass, or not fire up the ass in that way, but it gives me the motivation and inspiration
Mm-hmm.
a lot of time. But it needs to be very fast. Like I need to go in, I need to just be
Find
sort of
immediately what you-
exactly like if I stay more than like let's say 5 or 10 minutes, then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Then I'm just scrolling
Rabbit
and then
hole, yeah.
just keeps going and going.
That's why I always have it sort of, split screen.
Yeah.
Because then I have, it's just one row
Mm.
or of images or, like the image I want. And that's how I usually keep it.
I do the train thing,
Mm.
like because I still ride the train. So for
Mm.
me, it is knowing that okay, I'm gonna go. Like when I come home, I need to do this.
Mm.
Then my 15 to 20-minute train ride is my Pinterest
But I think
time.
that's a good way of doing
Yeah.
it as well, instead of sitting when you have drawing time.
Exactly, because then I am prepared, and plus, like you have that break between the train and coming home to reboot the brain, like out of the Pinterest or
Yeah, yeah,
YouTube
yeah.
trap. So like, that is also being productive, and it is also setting a limit to yourself.
Yeah.
Like saying that, okay, but no more Pinterest after this. So it's like,
Yeah.
you slap your own hand. Like, no, you do not Pinterest. Do
Beyond this
or do
point,
not.
yeah.
Yes.
No, but it is hard. Like Pinterest is a fucking like it's so easy.
Yeah, but it's also a
So-
godsend.
Oh, I love it.
is-
It's my
it's the best.
because people are like, oh, but the images they're too small.
No.
They're perfect. I don't care. Like I'm
Yeah.
not there to copy the details.
No.
I'm there to get sort of like that like a
That-
setting like that, a composition like that.
Exactly.
That's all I need.
Yeah.
I don't need the image in HD quality.
No,
Because
exactly.
then am I copying it? You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
don't need
yeah.
that.
I'm not there to steal things. I'm just
No.
there to get inspired and get
Yeah.
sort of help me along the way with what I want to achieve.
It's basically taking away my black canvas. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'll try that, and then like, oh, that doesn't work for me. I need to do this,
Mhm.
and then you start sort of
Yeah.
moving.
Or just photo bashing stuff and all of that. Yeah, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Like, so again, like both a trap and a savior.
Mm-hmm. But do you have like? Because I know that people have these social media limiting apps.
Yeah.
That lock your phone,
Yeah,
or you
yeah,
can't use Instagram for blah blah hours. And all
Yeah.
that. That for me would be so much more work.
Mm,
Because I just don't want to put in timers and shit for different, because
Yeah.
my life changes all the time.
yeah, exactly.
In one day I can't use Instagram during that, or I just don't want to have another thing I need to do.
No, exactly.
So I'd rather just take away things.
Mhm.
It's like I know that people like delete apps and then install them when they need them and stuff like.
Mm.
That's also time consuming for me. That's just
Yeah.
time I don't want to put on it. Like I hate that. Like
Yeah.
it is like if Instagram would load slowly, that's like I don't have time for this. I'll
No.
do this later.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
then,
I
then
wouldn't.
fuck that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
So
the
I
same.
want like to use stuff when I want them, and then I can just like not use them.
Yeah.
But it is hard.
Same.
Like I guess it depends on how stuck you are in the social media trap.
Yeah.
And I guess when you work with it the way that we sort of need it, it can get a bit iffy, like how your addiction is masked by your need of like
exactly.
that little thing.
Like need within
Yeah.
quotation marks. But yeah. Do we have any other like good tips for being or staying productive?
I think just like I don't know, like
For me,
I-
it's always
I do.
trying new things too. Like if I feel like I don't want to do this thing, but I don't want to sort of become lazy, so to speak,
Yeah.
or like not train or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then I will do something totally different. Like sculpting is the best example I have for
Mhm.
this, which is because it's so extremely far away from my drawings,
Yeah.
but it is still creative. It's still creating like shapes and working in the same mentality in a way. Like whenever I sketch or draw something, I still have the turnaround in my head
Mm-hmm.
and know what it looks like as sort of a sculpture.
Yeah.
So sculpting works hand in hand with whatever, or normally what I do. So yeah, stuff like that. Just doing something creative, but that is very different from your normal stuff. That will immediately spark more ideas for new drawings
Yeah.
or whatever it is. Like just doing that is such a big help for me. I don't know. Do you have any like something like that? I'm thinking like the gym maybe is that one of your?
No, it doesn't really help me to get creative. It just helps me to stay sane. So I guess
So yes,
in
I
a
guess.
way it does do what you
It's
want.
not like you go to the gym and then
No.
you're like, oh, I'm gonna draw this.
Yeah, no. I totally disconnect most things when I gym. So it's basically like drawing.
Yeah.
But right now, my biggest sort of urge in life is to draw.
Yeah.
Like it's so massive. You know the feeling of it never going away?
Oh,
That
yeah.
type of feeling,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
suddenly it's gone.
You're on that super high.
Yeah, I'm on the high still. And I'm so happy that I've managed, because usually it's Inktober burnout.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like for being an idiot during Inktober, I think I came out of it
On top.
on top. Yeah.
For sure. I
Uh,
would not call you an idiot during October.
No, but I was.
The
I didn't
total opposite, my
sleep. I
friend.
didn't do anything else.
You survived.
I survived. Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
You have to consider that you are also like a parent to 2 kids.
Yep.
You have to take care of the wifey as well, even though
Mhm.
she's very nice and lets you do your
All
drawing
my
stuff.
things.
Yes.
All my things.
Yeah. But I mean, you still have to nurture that and take care of family time and work and all of this other fucking things. So like, when else would you have been able to do this? There is no other way to have done it.
No.
So
it is
for
that
you, it is the most
sacrifice, Yeah.
optimized way you could have done it.
Yeah.
So I would say it's professional and good.
Yeah.
So stop shitting on yourself. Just be fucking proud, bitch.
That's not how I felt by the end of that October.
Yeah. No, you did everything the way you could have
Yeah.
in the best way possible.
But I think it gave me a lot of tools out of Inktober, though. Like
Yeah.
now I'm producing stuff at a nice pace. It looks fun. Like I'm not even like I hate this. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I could have done this like that. Okay, that paper doesn't work because I'm experimenting a lot with paper now rather than creating like fun compositions.
Mhm.
Just trying to find a replacement for my sketchbooks. It's the worst.
Does it feel good though that you filled it? That it's done?
Oh, it's really nice, but it's
Because-
sad now when I leave the house and I can't bring it with.
Yeah, but like seriously, I don't think I've ever done that in my entire life. I don't think I've filled an entire sketchbook.
I think that's my third.
It's crazy. Like,
But it took me years to fill all of them.
yeah, I know.
That one took a year though.
Yeah.
Like it took me a full year to complete it. And then I was like, fuck, why did this take so long? But then I counted the pages and it has like about 100 something pages and I've drawn on both sides.
Exactly.
So yeah,
So
it's fine.
good fucking job.
So it was both fun and not so fun because now I don't have a sketchbook and I don't have like when I go out now, I bought this like Han Mule, I think it is, or something. Or was it that brand? Who cares? I bought this like smaller, sort of like the same size on the paper,
Mm.
a lot thicker, like craft paper. I don't know, but it's not the same. You know, like it's.
Is it white or is it?
No, it has like a mix of colors in it, but it's just not as satisfying. You know, like it's not a book. It's not a. It's the paper isn't the same. Like it's more of a smoother paper, and it isn't the same. Like I don't, like it's okay for some stuff, I guess, but it's. No, it was Claire Fontaine or whatever. Fontaine. I don't know how you say that.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
But it's
I think
like
I own-
it has like gray, beige, white, and some textured paper in it.
Cool.
So I bought it.
Oh, nice.
Like
Yeah.
they're very nice, but I don't like that it's not. I wish it had more texture to it.
But yeah, good. I love the thickness of the paper. Though.
Right?
Like it feels very.
Yeah, I think it's like 250.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called, grams
Yes.
or MSG or whatever. It's Metal Gear
Yeah, I
Solid.
never fucking know.
No.
But yeah,
Uh,
cool.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
nice.
nice, and then you
So, but I haven't drawn anything in it. It just feels wrong. Like I've done one page where I try things out, but.
And the
what was
cool
the
thing
point?
is that you can do sort of commission work and good stuff
In
with
it,
that too.
yeah. But I still need to find a better replacement, like with paper that, because the ink right now it takes a while for it to dry, so it stays like wet for a long time, and then you smudge it out like that.
Oh shit.
So it takes a super long while before it dries, like before the paper absorbs the ink,
All right.
because I guess it's cardboard or whatever the fuck it is.
But I mean, so do we have anything more on like staying productive, being productive? Otherwise, we can just sort of slowly
Yeah, sure.
transition into the tools and
I
keep
think
talking a little bit
The
about.
only thing I would say is, find something that you're passionate about, whatever it is, and focus in on that, and then let that grow into more stuff. If you don't already have a big project,
Mm.
like find something, repeat. Just keep doing it until it kind of grows into, like what Olpa and Brim did. It took
Mm.
me years to make them into anything.
Yeah.
Like I traced it back to 2016 on Inktober, where I had this owl boy. Then later when we had our drawing challenge about, I don't even Vague.
Yeah.
Yeah, our character, the Vague challenge. Yeah,
Yeah.
about this girl from the magical scrapyard and shit. That's actually a nice story still. I
Yeah,
still
like
enjoy
there is
that.
something
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
There's
because I think I
definitely
wrote a
something
short story about that as well.
there. Yeah, you did. No, I remember
Uh,
you told me
About this kid that could like absorb magical items and
Yeah.
just keep creating like different
Exactly.
things.
maybe you could add like
Maybe that
vague
could be
as,
something. Yeah,
like
Vague looked like Opa with an arm,
yeah.
with a magic metal arm. But maybe there is something there, yeah, that I could take as a magic system as well.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about scrap and magic and stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's actually really
Like,
good.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, and now it's thank you. That was really good. I got
Yeah.
tons of ideas now. My brain is just like let's not talk. Yeah.
Staying productive.
But staying productive, yeah, just find the one thing. If you have a character that you keep revisiting, you know, or you put him, because a lot of artists that I've seen out there sometimes have this recurring little, like, fun character that they just like draw in between stuff.
Mm.
Maybe there is something there on your character, or you know, whatever the fuck it is you do, and
Yeah.
work on that. Like, use that, like, experiment with it. Make little stories around it. You don't have to post them. It's just for you.
Mm.
Forget all this social media stuff right now. Just like play around, you know, sketch, explore.
I think the key thing to take away from this is
Yeah.
probably that social media and productivity doesn't really mix.
They don't mix.
No,
Yeah.
like social media is the end of the productivity.
Yeah.
So it's always when you've finished, then you post on the social, and then that starts.
Yeah.
And then
But then
Comes
you
the
have to
next
also
day,
get
and-
out of there
exactly.
again.
Yeah.
Like you reply to the people that matter, you know, like you don't have to reply to people like,
you gotta fuckboy it.
yeah.
Yeah, just go in, you do your job, stay humble and happy, and then move on.
The worst fucking example. But yeah, that's basically it though. Like, just go in, post, reply to the people that matter, like your long-term followers, that leave you proper comments, you know, and then move on. Go to the next drawing, because if
Yeah.
you don't try to promote it. If you see that Instagram does not favor it, don't spend another 3 days trying to get people to see it. That's
No.
not worth it.
I've seen a lot of those
Yep.
sponsored posts where it's just like a doodle or
Yeah, I've seen
like
that too.
a
Like,
half-assed piece, and you're
Yeah.
like, but why would you pay money to
Yeah,
get
or
this out there?
that is another fucking
Like, it
topic
does-
though. Yeah.
it's so strange to me. Like, not saying that it doesn't work. I'm
Oh, but
I'm
it-
hoping it would give you
I hope so too.
something.
But
It's
I'm
not
all
worth
for promoting them.
promoting your stuff, but like seriously, like wouldn't you rather like promote something that you maybe put a little bit more effort into?
yeah, I've seen that
creating?
too. Like, just like I was like, who's like, I don't
Like,
follow
what
this
would you-
person, and then like it's sponsored. Like,
What would you do with that?
Yeah.
As like a business person.
yeah, and
You wouldn't. Like,
no,
Yeah, it just doesn't
no.
make
But
sense.
the thing is, the idea of having sponsored posts is, you know, like, what are you trying to achieve? What is the point of it? It's
Yeah.
just to show your work. Then it's pointless. But if you want to get work from it, you know, like I want to do character art.
Yeah, I want to get commissions for.
Yeah, or
stuff.
something like
Yeah.
that. Then you do that.
Yeah.
That's fine. But usually I don't see any context to the sponsored post.
No.
It's like, oh, I'm going to pay Instagram to, you know, like show me to people that won't want to
Yeah.
follow me.
But so that's what I do with my tattoos.
But that's different.
Because
yeah,
I don't
because-
even create like a separate post that I sponsor. It's just like I really like that tattoo, and then I just sponsored that post.
Yeah.
But it's only to make it more visible to people, and that normally
And also, but
brings
there's
in
a
little
point
bit.
to it as well.
Exactly.
Like, it's not just like I just want to be
That's
seen.
what I mean.
Yeah,
it is
there-
like
it's
people
work
will
for
see
you.
a tattoo and they know that I can tattoo, and
Yeah.
ta-da,
and
and I
exactly.
get clients hopefully.
Mm.
That makes sense. But when it's just a doodle on a piece of paper
Yeah. And also,
in
I
bad
would
lighting,
Yeah, exactly. But also, I usually only sponsor my posts that are doing good.
Yeah.
Because otherwise,
yeah,
like,
that
if
was the
people-
best tip
yeah.
you could give me as well.
because
Like
if I'm
that,
seeing that, you know, because it was pretty fun. Because when I posted, like, the last images that I've posted are repaints of old images.
Yeah.
And the images that sort of weren't popular in black and white, like, they were less popular.
Mm.
They did equally poorly in color. You know, like they no, but
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So there is something about the popular ones, like the one with when she's kneeling on that skull.
Yep.
Like the black and white one was 14,000 likes. you know,
yeah,
or
that's
something
so
like
bad.
that.
That's so,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, it was really good. It was my record best post.
yeah.
And then when I put color on it, that was double the fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it reached 32. I don't know where it's at. Like, I stopped looking. Like,
I thought it
haven't-
was like 32 when we stopped recording the podcast. and,
Yeah, I don't know,
that
but
day.
it's around
Yeah.
32. I think last
it
time I
passed
checked.
30 at least. Like,
Yeah.
it's still crazy. Like,
It is insane. Like,
when
so you
think-
can imagine my disappointment when I posted the next time.
Yeah, because
Uh,
I actually scrolled through your
yeah,
feed a bit,
I
and I'm
had
like, you know, it's like 2,000.
Yeah, it's not,
It's-
and 2,000 is really good
yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
the size
Of
of the
course,
account,
of
you know. Like,
course.
but it's just it doesn't feel as.
No, and then
but-
you look at that one, and
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
almost
yeah.
40 fucking thousand or something.
And that's what I'm saying, because the image right after
Mm.
is an image that got basically the same in black and white. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't get a lot of traction. People didn't really. It didn't resonate with anyone.
Was that the yellow one?
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
where she's sort
I
of
love that one though.
sailing down the.
I
the
actually,
river.
I think I like that one more than the skull one.
Yeah, so
to be
do I.
honest.
That's
It's
the
got-
thing. The composition is so much better on this one
Yeah.
and everything.
And-
the
and
skull
again-
one for me was more of like, I'll just do something quick,
Yeah,
you know, and that was the one that people loved. The ones that I put some thought
but
into.
dude, how often isn't that the case?
Yeah, it's every time. Like, but I
pretty
think,
much pretty much every
I
time.
think it's when it's
When it's
when they
effortless,
yeah.
kind of, or like when you don't think about it.
yeah.
Same with the darts, though. Like,
yeah,
As soon as you just like
take away the
drop
pressure of
it,
it. Yeah.
it's like funk. It's just there.
Yeah. But that's why I guess why people that put a lot of time in their work get very frustrated when they're like, I got 14 likes in 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yay!
exactly. Yeah. If I'm lucky.
But yeah, and then again, popularity went
Mm.
down. Like when I posted one that wasn't popular before, same thing with the one after. It didn't get a lot of traction. The blue one, the first night scene.
I really love that one too.
I did too.
The
but
blue tint was so fucking great. I loved how that came out.
I think all of these were live streams, or no, 2 of these were live streams. But it was like again, it goes to show that if it wasn't popular, like it's not going to get more popular. So
No.
there's no point in paying for it. That's what I'm trying to get
yeah.
at. And then
Smart.
I did the this one, the
Oh my God, I
link
fucking
with
love
the
that
butt
one.
crack or the.
Yeah, that made me jizz my fucking pants. I love that.
Thank you, dude. That one, I was expecting, the same turnout. And no, because it was popular before, so it stayed popular.
course.
Like, it didn't get as much as the first time,
Yeah.
but still it did way better than the other 2.
It still has that traction.
Yeah,
of
so
it's
there
a
is-
good piece. Like,
yeah.
You can't argue with good stuff.
Yeah, and it just goes to show if it worked once and it works, like it seems to work the second time as well if you
Yeah.
do something drastically different with it, but still, it's recognizable. So don't don't up your posts if they're doing poorly.
No, you're like, oh, I only got 10 likes on this post.
Yeah, if
And
the
I
people
had-
that like you don't like it, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
I'm not talking
yeah.
about the algorithm just not showing it,
No.
but sometimes, we think our art is better than it is at a given time because we can't see past it.
Yeah.
So pay smart, like when you see that, oh shit, I did something right here, pay for that post.
Exactly.
Sponsor that post. But
Yeah.
have a plan for why you sponsor it, more than to get followers. Because I haven't, I've paid last year for a couple posts, but it never gave me anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I got likes. And then
That was
what?
it.
That was it.
Yeah,
it was
same,
like, oh, you
same.
got 10 followers.
Exactly. Yeah, I was just going to
And
say
then
that's like that.
and you
Yeah.
you crossed 1,000 likes, and I was like, yeah, but
Is it worth it?
but
Like,
nobody felt the urge to follow my work.
No,
They
and you
just-
didn't get anybody you didn't achieve what you maybe set out to do. Like
Yeah,
nobody
exactly.
wrote you and wanted the commission, or nobody.
nothing.
Like, no,
There was nothing.
it's just the likes.
Yeah, I got empty likes,
Mhm.
and again, I think be smart. Don't waste your cash.
Yeah, exactly. Don't be an ostrich. Get
Yeah.
your head out of your ass.
So yeah, focus on the one thing and move on.
With that said, moving on.
Yeah, I
Yes.
meant us. We move on.
Awesome. Yes, moving on.
All right, we're back. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, tools.
Toolies. Okay, yeah, I actually have something here as well.
There you
I
go.
thought of something.
See, this is what happens.
yeah.
every fucking time.
You actually fucking called it. It's not so much what I'm personally using right now,
Okay.
but I discovered that there are some really cheap art tools on Amazon Sweden.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I'm guessing for those of you listening, and there is not a majority of Swedes, but there is a big chunk of Swedes listening, you can find some of the art supplies that you can't find anywhere else
That actually
on
sounded like
fucking Amazon.
sorry, it sounded like a Ben and Jerry's ice cream.
There
big,
you go.
Big chunk of Swedes.
Big chunk of Swedes.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sponsored by? No.
Oh man,
Unfortunately-
that would be so cool. Like the Sketchbook Heroes ice cream. Yeah.
That I can't eat? No.
Well, of course you can.
I was like, I'll take your word for it that it's good.
Yeah. No. Fuck. I've
It
stopped
tastes
eating
farts
sweets.
and Christmas trees. That's what it smells like.
Exactly.
Or it tastes like.
But at least it looks good.
But it looks good, yeah.
Sorry.
Chunky
so,
brown.
so yeah, Amazon.
Yeah, because I saw that they had the Strathmore toned sketchbooks.
Yeah.
And they have the like brown binding one, the really nice one with like toned paper in it.
I said brown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they also have these more simpler sketchbooks, and I've heard really good about it. Like when I talked about getting a new toned sketchbook, that has been the one most recommended to me.
Oh, okay.
They're toned, I think they're called like tone tanned sketchbooks or something
yeah.
like that. Strathmore 400.
To be honest, I think I actually have bought one of those in the history of my art life.
Okay,
Like,
I've never seen it. I know about it because I've seen like famous people.
If I go digging, I'm pretty sure I could find it somewhere if I haven't destroyed it.
Yeah,
But,
so I'm
yeah.
thinking of getting one of those just to have, a new tone sketchbook. Hopefully it lives up to the hype
Nice.
and fits my ink. But I've seen people use ink on them, but it's mostly fine liners and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But it comes highly recommended, so I'll try it out.
Nice. How easy is Amazon to navigate and all of this stuff? Because I have
It's super easy.
like,
you
I've
just write
never-
what you want, and it's. I even saw that they had the Prismacolor set. Since I'm using Faber Castell, whatever the fuck how you say it.
Yeah.
Why do art supplies have terrible names?
I don't know.
Like
Let's just call
Moleskine.
it the good color pencils.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but Prismacolor, I saw that they had the big pack, the 150 pens for like 1,500.
What?
That's what I
Damn.
bought mine cheaper than that, but it was like 1,200 or something,
That's crazy.
So I was thinking of maybe investing in trying those out,
Nice.
unless somebody wants to send me those for free, but I
Yeah.
don't think so. But I
You
was
know you want
thinking
to.
but I was thinking maybe for Christmas or something, maybe getting that set too, because I've always been curious sort of about the difference between them.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that what I hate about Prismacolors, the few that I've bought, is how easily they break.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I remember, we got
you're
those like from Maton,
Mm.
and not the very thin, the erasable ones,
Yeah.
but the other ones, yeah. They just like kept snapping, and
I
I kept
know.
breaking them.
Yeah.
So 1,500 crowns, which is like $160.
Yep.
I don't want that if they keep breaking, but yeah.
No. It's just gonna become
Mhm.
what do you call it when you sharpen them?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. You need to
those-
get a special eraser for those that is made from them because,
Oh really?
because then it's easier.
Oh okay.
It's somehow like I guess the angle of the blade is
Oh, you mean
somehow different.
a sharpener?
Yeah, sharpener. Oh,
You
shit.
said eraser.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But you probably need that too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you need that too. No, but it's like you need to get the eraser. But
Sharpener.
that one is sharpener. God damn it. So we haven't eaten before the
Yeah,
podcast
that's-
today. This is
yeah,
a
we-
fasted episode.
we didn't say that in the beginning. So this
Yeah.
is something extreme. This is like the first time we are doing this.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. We're
We-
doing podcast first, eating after.
We've always had food before we do the
Yep.
podcast. Holy shit.
And I guess it is. I feel like I have more energy in this episode, but I'm also sort of like.
yeah, for me it's like, well, I started getting like a little bit of a headache before we
Yeah,
before
we
I
start,
even
yeah.
came here, but
I
yeah,
have
so,
that this
so I
morning.
have that sort of itching in the back of my head.
Mhm.
So yeah, and I've only had like 2 pieces of really small, those knäckebröd.
Yeah, hard bread,
Yeah,
basically.
the Swedish hard bread. So like I haven't had any food today. I am starving.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, food is gonna be so good.
Yeah,
after
so
this.
good. Yes.
But yeah, Amazon
good.
though, I can highly recommend you order from there. Like if you
Nice.
have the opportunity to support your local stores, do that. But Strathmore is not sold in any stores,
No.
and Prismacolor's basically the same. So
or anything else that you might actually want
to
and
try that
can't,
isn't sold here yet.
Yeah. So
So
yeah,
that's pretty
because I have an Amazon account.
Oh, well, so
Of
do
course.
I. I
So-
use this. It's the same. So.
Yeah. So you know, I'll just pop in and see what's up. Because like, when did it come? It was only
It
like
was just like
a month ago
a
or
month
something.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't buy the my favorite ones, the Faber-Castell Polychromos ones on Amazon because they're way more expensive than what I bought them for.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they cost fucking 1,700 crowns almost.
For how many?
No, for the full 120 pack,
Okay.
the big one.
Yeah.
But that is expensive. I didn't even pay that much. I paid 1,200, and I think I had like an offer or something, so I bought them, for like 1,000 crowns,
Oh, yeah.
$100. So yeah, don't buy them there. Not
Right.
everything is more is cheaper on Amazon.
Maybe research a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna dive into my little new art project that we
I think we mentioned
yeah,
it
we
last
mentioned
time,
it last time. I might have mentioned it the time before that.
No.
No,
Did
that was
not.
oh yeah, that was only between us.
Mhm.
Anyways, so I am doing a poster on tattoo skin. So I am tattooing a poster
Mm-hmm.
on fake skin. And for people that don't know, you can get it's just like an A4 piece of paper but made out of rubber pretty much, that has a little bit of grit, or let's call it human texture.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go in and look at it, you can see like some small blemishes and like moles and, and stuff like that. So
yeah.
it's meant to look like a piece of skin, which is very macabre in
Like a shaved
yeah,
piece of skin.
pretty much.
Fresh.
And so I bought an A4 size and an A3 size, and I was supposed to do the poster on the A3, obviously, because it's going to be easier. The bigger it is, the easier it is to do. But now I decided to do it on the fucking A4
Mhm.
because that way I can scan it like very easily, and it just makes it easier for me in when I send it to the project that it's going to.
Mm-hmm.
And I also really want to challenge myself as much as possible here. And I love working with really small portraits. So
Mhm.
it makes sense. But I didn't realize the fucking issue would be just getting the stencil on the skin. Like, so the way a tattoo works is you put if I'm doing a portrait, then I outline all of the shadows and like pretty much everything that I need to fill in. So I know that this area is the solid black, this is where it's going to be lighter, and no. Almost like a paint by numbers sheet. But I need to draw that myself. So I trace the portrait pretty much just to make it as accurate as possible. So first off, I had to do that for the full poster. Just doing that took a full day. And then came the process of trying to apply that stencil on this piece of A4 paper. And normally when you do this on skin, you put stencil stuff on the skin, put the stencil on the thing, and then there it is. Like that's how it works.
Yeah.
It's super easy. But with this, it's just like if you have too much of the stencil stuff, it's going to be a blurred stencil. You can't see shit. If you have too little, obviously there's not going to be a stencil.
Yeah.
So you need to find that exact, and I'm like, I kid you not, the exact amount. There is no leeway in either which way here. It needs to be perfect. And that took me 9 tries.
Jesus.
And you might think like, well, 9 tries, that's not that bad. Well, the thing is, see, I wanted to do this at home.
Mm-hmm.
So I could sit up all night and just tattoo this cool poster. So the first time I just printed 1 stencil. Obviously that went to shit straight away. Awesome. Then comes the next part, which is cleaning off the stencil from that rubbery
from
thing.
The rubber, yeah.
So now, I mean, obviously that rubber plate is purple because stencils are like the tone we use
Yeah.
is purple at least. So like from the first one, like the whole skin is just like a tone of purple.
Oh,
and I'm
man.
like, I'm okay with that because it's gonna be very dark anyways, and the purple sort of hue might actually add to the overall piece. I hope.
Yeah.
My excuse. But today, like on one of my YouTube searches, if you take acetone,
Oh, really? It helps?
it helps take off all the excess.
Have you
stuff.
tried using baby wipes? They work for fucking everything.
You're supposed to use like baby wipes for the prepping of the
Ah,
skin.
okay,
So
okay,
when you
yeah,
clean
yeah.
it beforehand.
Mhm.
But I use like hand sanitizer on paper, which is
Yeah,
like
it's-
more or less the same.
No, but hand sanitizer has alcohol in it.
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
baby wipes don't.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. But
That would be terrible.
yeah. So
Up your butt.
the next day, I printed out 2 sets of the stencil, and that time around, I also split it up into 2 sections. So there's 2 pieces of the stencil to put on, and 2 copies of that one. With one stencil, you can do like 2. If you're lucky, you can try 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
But with this, because of the rubber and all of this shit, 2 times is max. So the first time around, I did 2. Second time around, I did 4. That's 6 times. And then, cleaning again.
Yeah, you have to
So
do all the cleaning and the steps and the printing.
And the printing and doing. And again, like I print it, roll it up, pack it in, bring it home after, a full day's work.
Yeah.
And then try to, do that. And fail. And
Oh,
fail.
man.
And fail. And fail. And fail. And fail 6 times. And then today, because we're podcasting a little bit later than we normally do, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go to the shop and I'm gonna sit there until I get this goddamn stencil on the fucking thing.
We out of stencil paper and
Yeah. So on try number 9, I finally got it semi good.
that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna get at. Like it was
It's not even
Okay.
like it's not perfect in any way, shape, or form, but it's there now.
Mhm.
And then I was like, awesome. Okay, so that's half the work of the stencil.
of the
Because-
stencil. That's
yeah.
the thing. It's not even the whole
No,
image.
so now-
Jesus.
Yeah. So I just left it to dry a little bit, and then I was gonna do the second part. So I went up, just sort of touched a little bit on the end of the stencil just to see. Still super wet, and that's after drying for like 15 minutes.
It's the same problem I'm having with my ink.
Yeah.
Like no
yeah.
paper is absorbing it.
There
so
you
it
go.
takes
So
super
it's like
long.
you're doing the same thing.
Draw half the image on the left side and then like start.
My God.
Yeah,
Like
it's so frustrating.
I knew this was gonna take time, but
But not this part. Yeah.
Exactly. I thought this was gonna be like, 1 or 2 tries, easy. No. So now it's like I'm almost dreading what it's gonna be like to
Tattoo on the
because
plastic.
the
yeah.
thing with and that's why I learned the acetone thing today. When you have tattoo ink on this rubber plate, it doesn't come off. So like
What?
with every line that I draw, and if it
Mhm.
like gets a little bit of like paint
Like
splashes
drip
or whatever,
Yeah, whatever.
yeah, that's gonna stay there until I acetone the fuck out of it. And if I acetone it,
Oh.
the stencil is gonna go too. So do you see my little
Fuck me. So
predicament here?
yeah,
This
you need to find some fucking clinical surgical tools and just
Mhm.
like
yeah,
just fucking
or like a printer that just prints on
on that skin. Yeah.
yeah, or something like that. So I actually had to leave it in the shop because it wasn't dry enough.
For your travel. yeah.
No. So tomorrow before my client, I need to go in like a couple of hours beforehand, try to do the second part, which again is super scary because I might fuck the whole thing up again.
Yeah, I just fucked the first one up while doing the second
Mhm.
one. Oh my god.
So this one is gonna be one of those that I keep talking about forever and ever.
And
now.
then getting more frustrated
Yep,
about and
yeah.
then looking at
It's
like
the new
looking at
washing
me,
machine,
Yeah.
people. This is the
It's
new
new
washing
Tango and
machine.
Cash is the
Yep, this is my life.
Oh man, yeah.
But yeah, it's but with all that said, like it sounds like I am pissed and frustrated. I am, but in a good way. Like this is even more fire up the ass in a way.
Yeah.
Like I need to fucking kick this one's ass. This needs to be awesome. I need to knock it out of the park. So it just
But it's-
motivates me even
yeah.
more.
Yeah, the
Uh,
satisfaction will be like
And the coolest thing I think will be that I'm tattooing on skin that's not gonna start complaining after 6-8 hours.
Yeah, you can actually just
I
sit
can just
and do your
keep and
thing,
dig
yeah.
in and do it like forever and ever and ever. Like I don't even think you can tattoo the skin enough to break the rubber. Like it's just
okay,
gonna
it's that
keep and keep.
dense or whatever. Like-
Yeah.
That's cool.
So stay tuned for that.
But I'm
Hopefully,
super excited to see what it like sort of looks like. So, and you
Yeah.
always document them well. So,
yeah. So I documented the first trial of the stencil, and
but it would be fun if you had
uh,
done that. Like, nobody has patience to do that with
No.
every failed attempt. But
Mm,
it would have been fun to sort of show the struggle as it's happening. You know,
yeah, it would have been fun for everybody else.
for everybody else. But that's what I mean. But it's
Yeah,
always nice
yeah.
to revisit your own frustrations later
Yeah.
and just like,
But and that's the cool thing about this podcast too, that I get to talk about this project, and sort of now it's in another way of documenting the process and project. But yeah, so hopefully by next week I will have at least started tattooing it.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky. This week is kind of hectic, so I don't think I'm gonna have a lot of time for like geeky stuff
yeah.
again. Like it's.
But again, that's also sort of what causes you to procrastinate. You
Yeah.
know, it's all the geeky stuff
Yes.
you want to get through as well.
yes.
and-
So like in that way, it feels really great.
Mm.
Like, and I'm getting some money in, which has been like a little bit of a worry, and like, just all of this stuff. Like it feels like slowly getting back on track after all the shit that's gone down.
And
Yeah.
if this doesn't work out with the tattooing on the second skin, you could buy a mannequin and just like start building your own sort of human with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, like you start talking to that
the
thing.
lotion in the bathroom.
Father. Just like I'm just seeing you building it up.
Yeah. Start
Like I made a mouth for it as well. Looks superhuman, and then you just see it, and it's like like an abomination, you know?
Yeah. And then at the end, I take Galactus and I like place it in as the brain.
Yeah.
And, like, you know, hook it up to my
Yeah.
microwave or something.
Oh, that
like,
would be so much.
it's alive!
It's
It's
alive!
alive!
And that's when you die, and he has to sort of take care of himself, like
Yeah.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, pretty much. Edward Hamster Hands.
Hamster hands. What? Hamster hands? Like,
Squeak.
and they try to murder each other because that's what hamsters do.
Exactly.
So dark.
Ideal hands.
And then he dies and starts smelling in
Oh,
the
shit.
apartment and shit. Perfect.
That's a movie that I want to see.
Edward Scissor?
Idle Hands.
Idle Hands. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
do you remember that one?
Yeah. Shit, was that
Jessica
Josh Hart?
Alba.
Yeah, Jessica Alba was the neighbor girl.
Yeah.
Who was the main actor?
the
Like-
guy from Final Destination? That dude.
Oh
Like, from
shit,
the first
who was
one.
that?
He
Was Seth Green in it as well? Or am I misremembering? Who the
no, not Seth. Fuck. Wait.
Yeah, it's his friend, the
It's not Seth Green. It's
Yeah.
the other guys. Like,
Oh shit. Yeah, it's so long ago.
yeah, it is.
Like I think I saw it at your place the one time.
yeah,
Cuz you were like,
yeah, because I rented it. I don't own it. I don't have that movie.
"Oh man,
I've only
Idle
rented it.
Hands."
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I need to get that. That's definitely going. Yeah, I'm buying that today.
Because there's this saying, right? Idle hands something
Are the
some-
devils play
something, yeah.
Plaything? Is that it?
I don't remember.
I don't
But
know.
yeah.
But yeah.
Cuz he
So-
was like a loser, didn't have a job or anything, just smoked
Yeah,
pot,
yeah,
right?
he was a big time stoner.
Yeah, he was a stoner.
He was
yeah,
me.
that was it. Yeah.
He was
yeah.
me. He was just me, and then his hand gets possessed.
Such a fucking idiotic
Yeah,
story, but
yeah.
it's like the
I love
fucking
it.
perfect example of everything we've talked about up to this point.
Mm.
Like, just make shit you think are funny. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It might not be the greatest at the time, but it might lead to something cool
Exactly.
later. And
Yeah.
we're talking about it
Exactly. I mean, I remember it. I remember it fondly.
fondly. That's the thing. Yeah,
It's probably. The Offspring is in that fucking movie.
that's what. Yeah. But dude,
Oh shit.
we need to come up with homework. We've skipped it so many times now that
so
we.
maybe we can have that one then.
Yeah.
'Cause Inktober
Where the
is
fuck do we
over.
find Idle Hands though?
It's
I'm
probably-
just like,
I think you can buy it on YouTube.
are you sure though? Let's double check because we
Yes.
actually need to be able to.
Because it's
Idle.
definitely not on Netflix.
Yeah, no, it's not on any
um,
fucking.
I don't know. It's not on
Idle.
Prime either.
Nope, they have the trailers on YouTube, but Seth Green is in it.
No way!
Yeah, first fucking.
What? Holy shit!
He was the
That's
friend.
right. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, he gets the
shit.
fucking bottle in his head and stuff.
I
Oh,
totally
man.
forgot that as well. Oh,
That's
that
right.
kid, yeah.
That's right.
It's like
Oh, yeah,
just
and,
images of him everywhere.
And
Just-
then the.
but it's not rentable. You can't rent it.
the. Oh shit.
Ook.
The guy who, the partner of Daredevil, like the lawyer guy.
Yeah.
He's in there.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Yes, he is.
that dude. So it's them, those three guys, pretty much.
I don't think we can watch this because I can't find it anywhere.
Shit.
Booper.
Yeah.
HBO? I don't think so.
No, probably not.
It doesn't feel like the type of movies. I invest in.
And I definitely no, it's not going to be on PlayStation Network. Either,
No, I don't think
or-
you're gonna be able to find this one.
Damn.
Okay, fuck it. We'll
Yeah.
we'll do the retro now, and then see if we can come up with something.
Yeah, because I would love to. So maybe next week, maybe I can go past the sci-fi bookstore, so we can have, like, in case they have it, so we can have that for a homework, anyways.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
at
think
some-
though that you'll find it there. Like it's such a
Yeah, it's such an out there type of
Yeah.
movie too. But yeah, so like the lack of anything else, no homework, no.
no homework. We'll
But yeah,
we'll think of it something before this episode ends.
yeah, for sure.
Anything else on Tories?
Nope, just trying to start the project.
I love the frustration though. Like it is such a. It's the thing that no one sees. You know.
Yeah. No, this is a new one for
Mhm.
sure. This is definitely like because I've been talking so much about how good it feels to take time with projects and
Mhm.
this now. But this is a different way of taking time. This is not in that good way.
Tell me why'd you have to go and make things so complicated, Orlando?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all your fault.
It is, for sure.
It's all your fault.
God damn it.
Don't follow Mexifunk on
Yeah,
Instagram.
exactly.
And
Unfollow.
Unfollow Instagram.
Hashtag fuck Mexifun. No. Yeah. But yeah, let's just carry on my wayward son.
Yeah, we'll cut that out and then we'll move on to.
Yeah, moving on.
I am very sorry. I let him do that to you.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I actually was gonna write that in the notes that we were writing before when you wrote like something ass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah, exactly. And I was gonna write exactly that. Like, shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Although we're texting.
I thought it was so funny because I went in to see what we'd
Yeah,
written,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
I saw you were writing, and I was like, fuck.
Fuck
in,
ass.
Like in
Yeah.
where you were writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun. I lulled.
So did I. All right. Retro.
Retro time, and you're listening to the Retro Time.
Sketchbook retros. No. Yeah. Not.
No,
No.
nothing works. Like we've tried thinking of other ways since this isn't really a retro all the time,
No.
but we just haven't found anything else.
Let's just say that anything that is in the past is retro.
yeah, anything. Yeah, exactly.
We have seen something, it becomes retro.
We talk about it in past tense, so
Yeah. So it is definitely
Retro.
retro. And I mean, for anybody listening to this, like in 100 years, it's definitely retro.
yeah, exactly. And also, I age about 100 years every day.
Every
so
podcast session.
everything, yeah, this podcast ages us a lot.
Oh my God.
So everything is retro.
Yeah. I get another gray beard hair
Mm-hmm.
with
Every
each
time,
podcast
yeah.
episode.
You thought that was added sound effects? No.
No, that's how good we
Shit.
are.
What are we talking? Because I have nothing else but Mando. I'm trying to think if I've seen anything.
I've watched, like, I've just
No, that
watched
was
those
weeks ago.
sort of simple, like, feel-goody type of
I
shows.
lied. I started watching Parks and Recs.
Oh, yeah. I love Parks and Rec. That's
Yeah.
so good.
It's really good, and
How far have you gotten?
I'm on season 2, episode 7. I don't know.
I couldn't finish the last season.
No, but the thing is, I
Um,
haven't seen past season 2.
No,
And
just
so-
a heads up because they sort of, I think they got canceled after season 3 or 4, and then they did like
came back.
another
okay.
one, and that one just doesn't have sort of the comedic timing, and it doesn't really feel the same. So just
But
a
it
heads
does
up.
have the same actors and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah. I mean, it's
So
all,
it's like the Arrested Development thing. I never could, like, I couldn't
no,
continue
I
on.
couldn't see.
I love it, season 1 to 3, and
Yeah.
then the 4th, I don't know how many there are, but
I think it's 4.
yeah,
right?
but I just couldn't.
Mm. But yeah, in the same way. But
There's
up
something, yeah.
until that, it was just, it's just one of those really nice sort of comfort shows.
Yeah, it's
just
just
feel
silly,
good,
yeah.
yeah.
It's silly,
And
and
it's
they do
good to
weird
see
stuff.
Chris Pratt, where he sort of came up and
Mm.
what he did before he became fucking Star-Lord.
Yeah, he's
And
not
it's
Star-Lord here.
It's so cool when you see him, because you will see him when he becomes Star-Lord. Because he's
Oh,
still doing
shit.
like a
he's
little...
still
Yeah. So it's just gonna be like...
cool.
I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's
Okay,
so
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Like his excuse or sort of explanation to what happened.
Mm.
It's so good.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, fuck man, Parks and Rec. For
That's what I
anybody
love
that
about
hasn't
Parks
seen it,
and Rex is that what they're talking about are still stuff you remember and
Mhm.
can sort of like
yeah,
YouTube and stuff like that. Like it's all there
yeah,
happening.
yeah, and all the characters are so good. Like, and they keep growing with
Mhm.
each season too. And they introduce really, really great characters towards the ending part of
Mm.
what is it? I think like towards the end of season 2, maybe. Like Rob Lowe's character, for example.
Rob Lowe's in it?
Yeah, he's that was sort of his big comeback.
Oh, okay, cool.
It saved his ass, I think. And I don't know the other guy's name, but they're like a pair of dudes that come in, and
Mhm.
it's just awesome. Yeah,
Cool.
I love it
Mhm.
all.
Awesome.
So that is really, yeah, I think one of the better tips you would get from this podcast. I just started rewatching Brooklyn Nine-Nine again.
Oh, by the way, Melipnos is in this show.
Yeah.
He's like the Venezuelan.
yeah, yeah, they come from Venezuela.
Yeah,
to like
from-
they're from the same
from the
Parks
same-
and Rec,
yeah.
but and they're like
and they're assholes.
Yes, it's-
such fucking.
like yeah, they're super rich and they got everything.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just yeah, man, it's so good. But I mean, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, we've talked about it a billion times. It's
Yeah, I thought
nothing-
of rewatching it as well.
It's just like, because like again, like I said, I'm trying just to be a little bit more social on the
Mhm.
social, because well, I'm alone, so it's easier talking to people. It's nice to just
That is what we talked about as well. Is just
Yeah,
reach out to people,
exactly.
talk to people. Don't sit by yourself in your own head, like digging yourself deeper and deeper.
and
Into
that's how easy it was to start getting these new projects and
Yeah.
new things popping up all of a sudden. You
Yeah.
just pretty much seriously, I just wrote my friend who I saw had moved to Aarhus
Mhm.
and is working there, and like, hey, how's it going? Like, we haven't talked in forever. And then
Mhm.
like within 2 sentences, she
Mhm.
was like, why don't you come over and do a guest spot? Like, it would be super awesome to hang with you again. And like, you used to work at Lego anyway, so like you're familiar to. I was like, yes, fucking yes. So yeah, that's how easy it was. Just talk to
Yeah, but
people.
I think a lot of people make things more complicated in their minds.
I am definitely one of those. Like, I just have. We talked about it last time again,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think, but I have such a hard time reaching out to people.
Mm.
I can't be fucked reaching out to people.
Yeah,
That's what it
I
is.
get it. And the
Yeah.
more comfortable you get, the less you want to do it
Exactly.
as well. So
Like, I'm super happy in my skin, in my
Mhm.
head. Like, just, I don't need to talk to anybody.
yeah, that was my goal for this year. I think is to do more stuff.
you
like that.
created the fucking virus.
I created the virus to avoid my. No, but my promise, I think last year when we had this episode where we were going to talk about like sort of things we were going to do this year,
Mm-hmm.
one of them was to like do more social activities.
Yeah.
Don't have to do that shit, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And it's kind of bad because now I didn't even want to come in today. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you get so like I'm
Comfortable.
comfortable and
Mhm.
I don't even want to be at home and I still don't want to go out. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's not a good sign.
No, exactly.
So
So,
take-
what do you want?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Nobody
Exactly. Like it's not that I don't want
No
to. It's
one
just
knows.
fucking weird. Yeah.
Mm.
Queens of the Stone Age?
Yeah. I fucking love that song. Yeah, David Grohl's drums are. Oh yeah, speaking of drums, I almost I felt like I made the whole of my building my enemy this Saturday.
Because they don't like drums.
Exactly, because I came home at like 2:30 and started playing drums, super drunk.
I was like,
I thought I
during
was
the
playing
day,
really like softly, quietly,
Yeah.
and I was like, it was super great because I had like a perfect flow and it was so nice. Like I was so into it.
Yeah.
And you know, when I play drums, I have my plug-in
Yeah, of course.
earphones and
Yeah.
then the big ones on top
On
of
top, yeah.
for the drums. So I hear nothing from the outside. And then in between a song, I just heard like, doof, 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 doof. You cut that fucking out or I'm calling the goddamn cops.
And
Like-
were you in the apartment, like in the house, or
Yeah,
were you?
no, I was sitting there
yeah.
playing drums.
Oh, you have them inside now. You
Yeah.
don't have them
Yeah,
out
yeah,
in
yeah.
the.
No,
Yeah.
no. So yeah, so that was nice. Made a lot of new friends. So yeah, drums.
You've been marked.
For sure. So now I'm super nervous going out from my apartment. Like, are they like waiting to kill me? Like, yeah.
Also in your head.
Yes, also in my head, because I know that everybody else makes way more noise than I do normally. Like, because I don't play that much drums. But every time anybody walks outside, it feels like they're walking with like sledgehammers.
Sledgehammer. Yeah.
You don't know my name. Something. What else have I watched? Yeah, Rick and Morty actually, because you watched. It made
The-
me want to go back.
But did you
So-
watch like fourth season or?
No, I started from season
scratch,
1, or I had already started season 1. So season 2 was what I watched,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean it just always works for me. It is as close to a perfect show.
Mm.
Like just caters to everything that I love.
Yeah.
And so much fun. Also because it's been a while since I saw the earlier ones,
Mm.
it's nice to revisit and sort of get reacquainted with how he was before he became like this godlike scientist guy, which he kind of still is, but it's just like
Early years, yeah.
blown out of proportion now. But apart from that, I haven't seen.
Yeah,
or
I need to.
played
Like, I have some
anything.
stuff that I want to see. Like, I never did finish. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to, but there are so many seasons. So I was like, what?
Yeah.
I thought they ended on, like before 10. No, they just kept going.
Damn.
I
I didn't know
so,
it was that.
But where I'm at right now, it's like a lot of hit and miss episodes.
Oh yeah.
Like, they're not bad,
But it's just.
but some of
become
them are not
too-
as, yeah.
You've seen it all.
Yeah.
Too much.
Or
like-
they just like,
it can't
now they're
be-
just doing it to do it rather than that they have like a lot of great ideas.
Oh yeah.
But there's still some really good episodes in there, but
I actually have seen something that is new. I just thought of it now, but I haven't finished it yet. But
Mm.
the Queen's Gambit.
Oh, shit,
the
yeah, I've
new-
heard.
the new show.
or I've seen people mention it everywhere,
yeah,
but I
like,
haven't. I don't even know what it
if
is.
you guys follow AMP posters or like AMP, the guys
Oh yeah,
that
I do
gave-
follow it. Yeah.
they that I did the poster
For
Tango and Cash with. It feels like every other poster now is the
that?
Queen's Gambit. Yeah, like every poster artist out there is doing a tribute to it because it is really, really good.
is that the one with Gillian Anderson? No.
No.
That's another one.
I don't know the name of like the lead actress. She is. If you've seen the trailer for New Mutants, she's in that one. She's the blonde girl in New Mutants. Like that's the only reference I have for her.
No.
And that's supposed to be extremely, extremely shitty now that it's finally out. Just so everybody knows that.
New Mutant.
New Mutants, yeah. So it was the last Fox movie, I think, before Disney bought it. But it's like it's being
Very.
released through Disney anyways.
Yeah,
But it was
didn't they
held in-
changed like Searchlight Pictures or whatever they're called now?
I think they probably changed 2 times or something.
Oh,
like
okay.
they rewrote it, they reshot it. It was like kept on hold for like 2 years almost,
Ooh.
and
And still you failed.
and
no.
still extremely bad apparently. Like I've only seen the one review guy
Mhm.
talk about it, but
There's only one review out there
Pretty much.
because nobody can give a fuck.
I really want to see it though. Like,
Okay.
because it feels like one of those, really bad good movies, or good bad movies.
I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like, I hate all the X-Men movies. Like, they're so bad.
But I like this because it's a new twist and it's
Mm.
more of a horror type of movie because they're stuck in an asylum with a lot of really weird, crazy shit happening. So there's something there. Like
Mhm.
the idea, I think, is great, but apparently it's just not executed well enough. But that's always in the eye of the beholder. So until I see it, I can't say anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, the blonde Russian chick in New Mutants is the lead in Queen's Gambit. So from now on, she's going to be the queen, I guess. But it is really good. It's
What's it about then?
so
without spoiling?
it's about an orphaned girl who she gets put in an orphanage
Mhm.
and raised in an orphanage, and her only sort of pastime is chess. She just sort of finds. I think she.
Oh
I
shit!
think-
Yeah, I know which one this is.
So she
I don't know
she
where I
becomes
heard
like
about
a
it.
chess
Yeah,
master.
yeah.
Not.
But she had a
she
She was
learns
autistic.
or
Wasn't
something
she
like that.
something like that, yeah.
She starts taking these drugs. I don't
Oh,
know
that
what
was
type of
it. Yeah,
drugs
she
it
was
is,
taking
and
the drugs
and
to yeah.
It's kind of helps her focus her mind, and
Mhm.
she always plays like chess in her head, like you see it up on the ceiling, or
Mhm.
what she projects the chessboards out somewhere,
Yeah.
and
To
she-
make us part of it. I guess,
exactly.
yeah.
But she's like just knows she is like
But wasn't this
born
based on a real
genius.
person?
Yeah, I
like
think so.
with some liberties.
yeah. No, I think so.
Yeah.
But it is like it's a really really good show. Good balance of drama and humor. Great acting, and you like. Can you really recommend a show that's pretty much just about playing chess?
Dude, you recommended anime about food, so
Yeah, there you go.
there you go.
Yeah,
Why not
Season
one
2
about
is out.
chess?
I saw that a while back. Food Wars season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still good actually. Like I still enjoy it. Not that much of that stuff in season 2, to be honest.
That was like the whole
Yeah, I
selling
know.
point of the first one.
But it's really like again just about him like becoming better, and
Yeah.
now he's really like he's starting to compete with his dad in a way,
Mm-hmm.
and that relates a lot to me.
I'm
and
not
my-
good enough to
Yeah.
defeat my father, but I will try. Cooking.
Exactly. Yes.
Anime in a nutshell.
But yeah, Queen's Gambit, good. You thought of something else, did you? No.
I have forgotten. I remembered that. I saw Parks and Recs. That's what I said.
Rec,
No.
not
Oh,
Rex.
Parks and Rec, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I have Mando. I've seen that. That was what I remembered.
Good.
And
And yeah,
Mando. Yeah, I have Mando.
yeah, right.
Mando is left.
Let's do the.
Do you have any
Mando.
homework before we? Have you thought of anything? Something accessible on the flicks.
Can't
Just
think of
thinking-
shit.
Yeah, I can't think of shit either. Like
Oh.
there must be something good. Yeah, maybe we should watch that show Primal. Wherever the fuck that was available. Do you remember?
No, you're the only one that's talked about it.
Yeah, I've talked about it.
Was that on
It's-
Prime?
I have
or was it
no idea
HBO?
where it is. I don't remember. I think it's HBO. Or no, Amazon, I mean. Amazon. And it doesn't have to be like that we watch a lot of it. We can just watch like a couple of episodes and then see what we think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I-
rather than have like
yeah, instead
we
of
coming
doing
in
that
and
weekly,
watching.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because not everyone has Amazon. Oh, this sucks. I can buy it off of Amazon, but I can't buy it on Amazon.
Weird.
So let's not watch that
Okay.
and move on with.
So now we're diving into spoiler Mando territory for anybody that
So
hasn't
this
seen
is tune out.
Tuna time. Tuna time.
Tuna time. Here's in a half shell.
Tuna power. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, thank you guys for listening so far,
Mhm.
and
For you adventurous types that have actually kept up with Mando, exactly.
Yeah, so what is it now? It's episode 4 or 5? 4?
Shit, 4?
I think so. What is it?
I don't remember really. I just watch them. I think it's 14. 4.
13, 14, something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
That's something. Yeah. Fuck it. Who cares?
Who cares?
Latest episode
Yes.
from when you listen to this.
I don't even remember what it's called, to be honest.
Each
Each chapter is
one
something.
about
The base in the thing.
the foreshadowing episode.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. The one before the good one.
That's exactly what this episode felt
I call
like.
this the Stormtrooper dies episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's what the whole episode was.
Yep.
Just like
It's just.
around every corner.
Well, what's
there's
her
a
name?
bunch.
The bounty sheriff lady now. Or she
I-
wasn't a bounty hunter, but
Oh, I don't know her name in the show, to be honest.
yeah, I totally.
But
Don't-
Gina Carano?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically just her kicking their ass, or like kicking
Yeah.
everyone's ass in this episode. She just goes around and like punches everyone.
Yeah, I thought the best part of it was, so they're breaking into this base that they need to sort of destroy to
Yeah, just-
liberate this planet to
Yeah.
make it like the last empire.
What was
base.
that planet called?
Isn't it? It's not Tatooine, is it?
No,
No, it was something else.
Yeah,
It's a new
exactly,
name that I
yeah.
don't remember.
that I don't remember yet.
It's
Because he said you want to go back to,
Mhm. Yeah,
and I can't remember
Yep,
what that
yep,
was.
yep. But when they're about to break into that sort of empire base, and he flies up to the platform,
Mhm.
and then the stormtroopers. Yeah, that was like I loved that.
That was fun.
That was so fun.
I actually expected that to happen. in
Yeah,
that scene,
yeah.
because it was just like
I was
it's gonna go up, someone's gonna come
Yeah,
down,
exactly.
and then we move on.
But it's an enjoyable episode. I didn't have any really
It's fine.
shitty
Like that's
things except for all the stormtroopers. There was not a single fucking stormtrooper that could fire, a gun. Like they
And at
must
some
be totally
point,
blind.
you know that blue guy that I don't remember the name of either.
Yeah, from the first
Episode. Yeah. When he runs, when they just like open the doors and the stormtroopers run in,
Mhm.
he's like up running,
yeah.
and the stormtroopers are like coming in. Nobody shoots him. Nobody shoots at all. And
He's
then in
blue.
the next scene, he's hidden,
Oh yeah.
behind cover.
Oh, okay.
And I was like,
missed that.
they could have killed him like 5 times with that editing. Just
yeah. I don't
Uh,
know who directed this episode, so.
I think this one was actually it's him. Oh shit, what's his name? Carl
Well-
Weathers. No, not Carl Weathers. That guy. The
Fioni. No.
No.
Like
what's his name? The
the
character.
actor.
Yeah, the actor.
Yeah, that Carl
Carl Weathers, right?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he? What?
Yeah,
he directed it.
he directed this episode.
Oh,
This is his
shit.
episode. Yeah.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
I
so-
guess that explains it.
Yeah. So this is his. Because I think it
Contribution.
even says that in the end. Like I picked up on it.
Yeah, so I watched it with Anna.
I think so.
Which was actually really nice, to be honest. It's good to know that we can still hang out without having like beef or, So this.
No, it was relaxed. Like
yeah,
still,
it was super chill. It really felt like hanging with a friend rather than
Mm.
the ex. So, in,
We're on episode 12.
yeah, no,
not
okay.
40.
Yeah, there you go.
Nah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
the weathers.
The weathers. Or should I put on the episode? That was not my intent.
But there's a lot of good build up and some pretty okay fan service, I think, in this one as well. So especially for like the very, very last shot,
What was that?
that was the
when
Dark
they-
Troopers
Oh shit!
with Grand Moff
Yeah.
Grand
Moff Gideon.
Gideon, yeah. So it'll be super interesting. So a theory is that the Dark Troopers that you see lined up there, their armor is also
Oh, Beskar.
Beskar. Yes.
Cool.
So they're gonna be like invincible. They're gonna
God
be,
damn. Black Beskar.
sort of force sensitive cyborgs with Beskar armor, pretty much like Terminators with unkillable Terminator.
And maybe they have like 5% better aim.
Yeah. I don't think they even need to shoot. They can just go and chop you up. So like I am assuming they're saving Robert Rodriguez for like one of those episodes with just them slaughtering the fuck out of everything.
Everyone, yeah.
Because I feel like they're doing so like second season is gonna be like the Empire episode, you know, like the really dark or not episode season,
Yeah.
like the really dark season where everything goes to shit. So I'm assuming it's gonna end on a really big downer.
dark. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like everybody's gonna get fucked.
I hope they do that though, and
Yeah, me
not go
too.
all Disney and like, oh, you can't do that. Like,
But I mean, it just makes sense. Like
no,
because
I totally would love that because
they kind of need to do that.
Giancarlo Esposito is just darkness.
Yes.
He's fucking like
Yeah.
in everything that he does.
Has he
There's-
ever played like a happy good guy?
No, but dude, he
Like,
is
even
so
when
uncomfortable.
he's still like the baddest guy.
But in Breaking Bad, where he looks so lame,
Yeah.
and then when the psychopath part of him just shows up, you know,
He just sells it. He
it's
is-
so good
Yeah.
and so scary.
So scary. So slimy. Like,
Yeah,
And he has that posture.
yeah,
like,
but that's
he
what I
just-
mean.
yeah.
Like when he takes off the glasses and
Mhm.
just like,
But just the fact that he is the owner or the keeper of the Darksaber makes him really the most badass fuck on like in the galaxy at the moment. So
But does he have sword prowess? That's
probably no.
like that's what I'm thinking. Like, is he a
But
sword
I mean,
master?
like he must have gotten it somehow. So I assume he knows
He
how
has
to
a fucking army. He
kill-
could get anything. I'm
Yeah.
just like,
But yeah, really interesting.
he's like, how
And-
does? Oh my god! I opened it backwards.
Ooh, what's this?
I'm thinking
Don't
of
push
Blade.
the
You know, when they
red.
touch his blade and it's just like,
Yeah, oh, I
like
love
when they
that
don't know
scene.
the trap.
That's such a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I found out that just really geeky news, but because I ranted on about my
Mm.
YouTube shit. But the Darksaber was created by the first Jedi that was actually a Mandalorian.
A Jedi-Lorian.
Jedilorian. And I also found
And he
out
drives
that
DeLorean, right?
Yes, 100%. Or flies. Where we're going.
Flies a DeLorean, exactly.
We don't need roads.
Mm.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. Like Boba Fett isn't really a Mandalorian.
Mm.
He just has the armor. Like that's because he's not raised as a Mandalorian. He's a clone. Like, and
That is true.
what he was cloned from was not a Mandalorian. He was just a guy with,
A less suckier
Yeah.
stormtrooper.
I guess. But then maybe he was like taken in as one of those younglings or
Yeah.
something. Like there's speculation. So I think that's maybe
Okay,
what
yeah.
the Boba Fett show will be about.
That is, yeah.
Maybe.
Not that it
Uh,
was needed, but maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like I really I don't have any expectations for it at all.
No.
If anything, I'm more disappointed that they're doing another Mandalorian
Another
show.
type of, yeah.
Whereas like they have Ahsoka Tano, which is like this amazing female super epic Jedi warrior that they could do a lot of cool
Lot
shit with.
Yeah.
I mean, they're introducing her in this season, so I'm
Mhm.
assuming there will be a spin-off show in the future.
Yeah.
Like there has to be, otherwise the fans will start crying, and Disney can't take that, so they'll have to deliver. But yeah, it just feels like why are you doing another exactly the same type of show? Like,
yeah. I don't know. Hopefully they have something, but from what we've seen from Disney, they like to water down their Star Wars shit
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah, I've been looking at a lot of Star Wars stuff recently.
I'm
Actually,
so
It's just-
tired of basically everything that
Yeah.
not Mandalorian.
and that most of the stuff that I've seen has been people shitting on Star Wars now.
No, but it's
Uh,
like there was such a big sort of waiting period between
Mm.
Star Wars movies that there was, a
The hype
longing
was
for it. Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
and then
like when we got episode
7.
7, yeah. Like the anticipation was great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
and then the second one came, and then they had Rogue One, and then they started like now we're gonna
And
do
then
Han
Solo,
Solo,
and
and then we're gonna
it was just like watered down,
Yeah,
worse,
watered
watered down,
down.
worse,
And then
watered
when
down,
the-
worse,
like even when the
worse.
second movie came out, you're like,
I'm like I don't really need.
and the third
yeah.
one, I like it took over a year for me to see
Yeah,
it,
there you go.
and then I watched it and was like, oh,
Happy.
I don't know if
days.
this is worse or the Han Solo movie The bland Han Solo.
Yeah.
Bland Solo.
I will revisit Solo when it's
Yeah.
like when I've had time to really forget everything.
Yeah. It might be
just-
better then. Yeah.
just to give it a second.
But
sort
they
of,
had Woody Harrelson in it. Like
it-
he can make My Turd be funny. You know, like what I mean?
Exactly.
He has like that timing and that presence. That
They've got like a lot
So
of cool
boring.
things in there. Like
yeah.
there was a lot of good things I think they could have done with it. And in all fairness, Ron Howard is a good director. Like he doesn't direct
I'm not
shit
against-
movies, so like it should be a good movie. The only shitty thing is that nobody wanted a fucking Han Solo movie.
Yeah, and what was the basis for making it? Even like
Exactly.
there was nothing about Han Solo that you needed to
No.
know.
He was perfect the way
Yeah.
he was. And that was also something they talked about in one of the clips, that he has like one of the best introductions
and arcs
of
in
any
general.
character. He starts like this badass fucking dude that just
Cowboy,
shoots the
yeah.
guy in the bar. Like he's so badass. That's the opening of Han Solo. He's just sitting there like trying to get out of this fucking it's genius. And then we need to, build his backstory for some stupid reason.
Yeah, you do not.
You
Yeah,
do not.
and more Star Wars spoilers if you haven't seen, episode 1 or 2 or which one it is. When he sort of died, that's perfect as well. Like
Yeah.
you don't like. I like how dark that is.
Yeah. That's a perfect end of his arc.
So good.
And that was the only reason he came back to
Yeah, exactly,
He
to
said
end it,
he
yeah.
was like, I'll only come back if you kill me off.
Yeah.
Like, because I guess he's so sick of being Han Solo.
yeah.
But
And all
yeah,
the
just
fucking
a good
remarks.
end.
Yeah.
Plus he's getting old, and
Yeah.
he was like, fuck, I almost died. Might as well kill off the character
Yeah,
before I
yeah.
actually do.
Before they animate me
Yeah.
terribly. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like you really got the feels when it
Yeah,
happened.
that was
and
a really good scene. Yeah.
everything. Like that's why I really
Because you
have-
know, like, is it gonna happen or is it not gonna happen? And you know it's gonna
exactly.
happen because
You're-
he's
you're
like,
like, if it's not this movie, then it's the next
it's
one.
the
Like
next
he
one.
has
Yeah,
to go.
yeah. But it's so
Yeah.
dark how he
It
dies.
is. It is. Yeah.
And then there's
And then and that's where, like, that was the last good thing.
maybe
Seriously.
the only good. Is that episode
7.
7?
Yeah,
That happens
The
in 7
Force
as well.
Awakens. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I was like, but did I really enjoy that? And then like, oh, okay, it's the first one. That's
But
why.
Because
Yeah.
everything up to that point is a really good build up and everything is great. But after that, they start like, when they're having a lightsaber fight and they just get like scratches from lightsabers all of a sudden, rather than like, in every other movie up to that point,
You just-
limbs fly off,
Yeah.
heads fly off, everything gets separated. Fucking Darth Maul chopped in half.
Yeah.
Nobody gets a little bit of a lightsaber scratch.
And some of them just give into the Force and disappear entirely.
yeah, or that.
It's just like,
Fuck. What the series? Like, oh my.
yeah.
Oh, you had to. You fuck. So it just feels like that was the last good thing that happened in Star
Also,
Wars, which is sad.
The fighting in Star Wars isn't great.
No,
And the way they sort of choreographed Rey,
like, I mean,
it's not great, but it
in
works.
all-
like I can see past it though. Like
in
it's
all,
fun.
yeah, because she is. You can see that she knows how to fight, like with the stick and stuff in the beginning. Like she knows how to handle herself
Yeah.
really well, but it's the first time she's holding a lightsaber.
Mm,
It wouldn't be that easy.
yeah,
And yes, like Kylo Ren was hurt,
yeah, but it
but
wasn't.
he's been
enough.
fucking
Yeah.
training forever,
Ever,
like his whole
yeah.
life. He would own them, and he was
Oh,
supposed
he
to be
would
like the
definitely.
new, like the baddest badass in the galaxy, like the new fucking Darth Vader. But no, let's just get my ass kicked by a stormtrooper and
Yeah.
this random chick who all of a sudden knows how to control the Force and the
Mhm.
lightsaber, just like that.
Oh man, I think the best scene in Star Wars, like the 7 to 9, is when Kylo stops the light,
Oh, the plasma.
Yeah, the plasma,
thing-
the
shot.
laser thing,
Like,
yeah.
In the
And-
first scene of
yeah, fuck, that is maybe one of the strongest
that's
memories I
everything you
have.
wanted to see from a Force user as well.
They could just loop that for like the length of the 3 movies.
Yeah,
for all
that-
I care.
Seriously, yes.
Because
it was
I remember like
brilliant.
I remember stopping, like I stopped breathing
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, and then when he let it go, I was like, Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it just got me. That is one of my favorite scenes, and also the one where, like, when when they crash the ship into the big, what are they called? Those big ships? You know, that quiet scene in space.
Oh yeah, the
when she sacrifices herself,
she
like
light speeds
Yeah.
through the thing. Yeah, visually.
visually and sound, everything
Yeah.
about that scene, perfect. And
Yes.
possibly the only good thing in that movie.
Yeah, it
when no
is.
one's in it.
It really
like
is.
the CGI. that
But
was,
it got so much shit too because they're like, excuses and excuses for like that wouldn't
wouldn't split up.
happen or
Yeah,
that wouldn't
yeah.
blah 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 blah.
No, but I
still,
totally-
I still fucking loved it though.
Yeah,
Like it's another one of those things that you didn't know you always wanted to see.
Exactly that. Like, I didn't care that it's basically like a fly flying towards you and it splitting you in half, you know.
Yeah.
But that's the beauty of it being a movie.
Mm.
It works. Like, for
Exactly.
me, it was so well done that it worked.
Yeah.
That's all the explanation I need. Everything else that happened in that movie, give me a reason for all that.
Exactly.
And not
Please,
Ryan
explain.
Johnson's reasons that
No.
I saw. I was like, no, dude.
He wrote
no.
it himself though. Like so it's all on him.
Yeah.
Seriously. Yeah.
No, the thing is-
there's no one else to blame. Maybe Kathleen Kennedy.
I would say, like, as a whole, from the first movie to the last one, and everyone that was involved in making any decisions about the story, that you just couldn't sort of, like, write the whole thing
Yeah.
so that it sort of, like, oh, you can't just go against the whole first movie. And then in the third, you know what I mean? Like,
Just
you should
somebody
have
should
written,
have, like
excuse me, is this
Yeah.
the same movie? Like,
Yeah,
are we
exactly.
doing the same
Like,
thing? Are we
is
doing mic
this,
drops in
like-
Star Wars now? Like,
is
what?
this okay?
Yeah.
Are we
Like, just
actually
like
allowed?
someone would have seen this.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, so that is actually my biggest complaint.
Mm.
It's not like, oh, JJ is so much better than Ryan. No, they're both good.
I think
That's the thing. They've both done like good stuff.
exactly. You
it's
know that
just-
they can do
Yeah,
good.
it's
good
just
movies.
in this instance,
Yeah.
somewhere along the way, everyone fucked up. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it was
Oh, yeah. Somebody dropped the
yeah.
ball big time. And I think most of the community wants to blame Kathleen Kennedy, like the new head of,
okay.
like, so she's taken over the George Lucas role,
Mhm.
and she is too personal, like doing what she
yeah.
wants rather than understanding the full thing or,
Yeah,
or something like
maybe.
that.
Yeah, that's
You
the
know,
thing.
we don't know.
That's
Like, I
speculation as well.
yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
you can judge people as much as you want. I'm gonna see, like, if Ryan Johnson does a movie that looks appealing, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah,
you know, if
Knives Out
JJ
was
does,
amazing. Like seriously, he did that after.
yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, they're
So
not
like he redeemed himself as a movie maker for
Yeah.
sure. Like
and you're gonna have a couple of bad ones, especially working with an IP that is so huge.
and so
that-
loved.
Yeah, it's basically being the president of
you
the
c-
United States
yeah.
of nerds.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you
it's,
can't
you
do
can't
anything
do-
without having everybody complain about everything.
But that's what I mean. Like, and I think the biggest problem they have with those movies is that they're trying to cater to someone.
yeah.
Like, instead of, you know, like, oh, I'm worried that they're not gonna like.
fuck it.
Dude, fuck it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna like it. Like, you know,
Mando
like,
it. Just fucking Mando it.
yeah.
But that I think that is the best thing to come out of the shit that Star Wars has
I
produced.
think Mando is the only good thing.
Because having Solo, Return of the Last Jedi, and Return of Skywalker, Rise of Skywalker,
Rise
fuck,
of who cares?
they're so bad that it makes Mandalorian that much better. Like, it just makes it even
Yeah.
better. It's a good show. Don't get me wrong. I love it to death.
Yeah, same.
But it just makes it even better because
Mm-hmm.
that is exactly what the fans want. And
Yeah.
how do you do that? Well, you take creative people, you let them be creative,
and
then you have a Star Wars experts just saying, you can do that, you can do that, you can't do that.
yeah,
Ta-da. Like, that's how easy it should be.
yeah,
Everything else is just free reign, go, have fun. Like, you have all of these old books, you have
Yeah.
a lot of cool characters. Like the guy who has the Boba Fett suit,
yeah.
Oliphant,
yeah.
he is a character from the books. So he has a bigger role to play,
Yeah.
apparently, and is like pretty important character in Star Wars, apparently.
Mhm.
And stuff like that. And they just like, well, that's cool. I'll take that.
Yeah.
And also the what was it called? The Sand Dragon.
Yeah, that big thing. Yeah,
the
I don't
big thing.
remember.
That's from Nintendo 64 Star Wars game that
Oh, really?
Jon
That was
Favreau was
made-
a fan of, because Favreau wrote that
Yeah, yeah,
episode. So like, yeah, he was just a fan of the game.
No, Larkin is from the other one. It's from the Flurkin. That was
Flurkin.
from.
And I'm thinking Rick and Morty.
No. The
Flurbo's.
Flurkin wasn't it from the Marvel movie with her? Shit, I can't. Brie Larson. What was her character?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Jesus
I
Christ.
know, it's horrible.
But wasn't the cat the Flurkin or something like that?
Oh, I can't remember, to be
Yeah, I
honest.
think so. I think it was like something like that.
Yeah.
But the Sand Dragon had a similar name, I think.
Yeah.
Like say.
But yeah, so not really that much to say about the full episode of.
No, it felt
This-
like one of those like filler episodes,
Yeah.
like just to like we
It's-
need to tell this.
and also showing like those the clones and
Yeah, exactly.
presenting
But
us
that's
with
what
the
I mean, like-
information of they need Baby Yoda for the midichlorian count in his blood. They need his blood to make those dark troopers
But I don't know
alive,
why, like, because it feels like that episode was those two things.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like Nugget.
Yeah, I hardly remember anything else. I did
that's
love
what
the
I mean, like-
speeder thing, like when they jumped off of the platform with
Yeah,
the speeders.
with the speeders and
from
no, it is
the
cool, and
third
they've
movie.
done it so well
I
that it
loved
doesn't feel like
yeah,
green
exactly.
screen and stuff like that.
And that was
it
also
isn't- yeah.
something that was really cool to see. Like, what would happen if they jump from a big height
Yeah.
with them? Like, that's really cool.
Mhm.
So
And I like the first guy that sort of swivels and crashes into the other one, you know,
Yeah.
and
because it's like, well, they're stormtroopers too.
they're idiots.
They're just gonna die.
Cannon fodder. But yeah, like it's not a great episode story wise. I wish they would have told something, you know, that had substance. But I don't know, like it's enjoyable. It's
Yeah.
a fun ride, you know. No
Exactly.
matter what happens, like
enjoyed
it
it.
kind of works. Yeah,
Yeah. No, but it just builds even more hype for what's to come. Like,
yeah.
because this will culminate in something glorious, I'm sure, or hopefully. Like, trying not to build it up too much in my head, but
That's the
it's
thing,
difficult because it just is.
Here we have. Is it 8 episodes or 10?
8.
8. Fuck. We
Yeah.
only have 4 more.
Yeah, I know.
Son of a bitch.
Halfway there.
Hate it.
So this is where it needs to start shifting into really dark and
No, but this
desperate
is what I
if
mean. Like
they're
this
gonna-
episode felt a bit like a waste since it's only 8 episodes. You don't have
Yeah,
time for
yeah.
fillers.
Yeah. But the show isn't supposed to be this huge, big, overarching story either. Like they've said that it is
Yeah.
supposed to be like the kung fu show or the Lone
Yeah.
Ranger or anything. Like you have this masked hero that just goes from town to town and saves
Yeah.
whatever needs to be saved. That's all it is.
Mhm.
Like, yeah. And I am super happy with that.
No,
them just doing
that's
that,
the thing.
you
I
know?
still enjoy it. Like
Yeah.
it hasn't lost me.
No.
Like even with the, like I didn't think that heist one was the greatest one, or like
No.
the Prison Break
Oh
one.
yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah. No.
Like it was a
the Bill
weird
Burr one.
episode,
Mm.
but it kind of like the ending was satisfying, you know,
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Like it went exactly where you expected it to go, but it was okay. It was enjoyable, and I think that's
That is all you need.
yeah.
Like that is really all you need.
Mm.
Fuck everything else. Fuck the fans.
Fuck the fans,
Just fucking
indeed.
let the
Holy
creatives be
shit.
creative. Let
I wish Disney had a program where all these butthurt fans could come in and make their own awesome Star Wars.
yeah,
movie.
exactly. Yeah.
Like I would
Help-
love to
help
see.
us make it better.
Yeah,
Here you go.
exactly.
Here's
Here's
your
your
chance.
movie. Here's your budget.
No internet. No fucking chat room.
yeah,
Make it.
make something, and then you get all the hate.
Exactly. And then we can bitch on you.
Yeah,
Fuck. Yeah.
yeah, because it is so fucking like I
How
totally.
Can you, how can you be butthurt when you're getting what you want? Like you're getting more stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
And
yeah.
like the thing is, I know that the Star Wars movies, like I was never the biggest fan, but I also get that I'm not the demographic anymore.
No.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's the next generation of kids.
I
and
don't
they're
even
gonna
know
love
who
it.
the demographic
No,
is.
but I
to
think
be
it's just
honest.
next gen
Yeah.
kids. You know, like the up and coming,
Mm.
the up and coming us.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's who they're making the movie for.
Yeah.
Like, why would Jar Jar exist?
Exactly.
They didn't make Jar Jar for me.
I hope
You know
they
what I
bring
mean?
back Jar Jar. It
Oh, that
or
would be
like,
Dude, that would be the biggest fuck you to everyone.
like Just
He-
end the whole Mando thing with Jar Jar.
Yeah.
He
It would have
is the
even
Mando.
been better if Jar Jar was Mando.
Exactly. He
Like,
takes
you
off
know
the
what I mean?
helmet.
Yeah.
Misa the
Misa.
Mando.
Oh, the biggest fuck you ever. Like, and the helmet has the voice
Exactly.
thing that. You heard it here first.
There you go. Yes. Predictions.
Predictions. Dude, I'm so hungry.
Yeah, me too. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Like,
My stomach is
My
imploding.
brain is just like, it's starting to just like, just like all my thoughts are just like jumbled. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So first meal of the day.
Let's do this.
I've had several cups of coffee,
Woo.
too many, and a Coke.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for tuning in again.
Thank you so
Keep
much.
sharing it. It's super fun. The sillier you are when you share it, the better.
Yes.
And also, we keep sharing them. If you tag us on our personal ones as well,
yeah, that way we can share
then we can
in
share
our
them
stories.
double up, and you'll get double the exposure. So smash that subscribe button. No, just kidding. I do that every time I do lives.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Like, there is no subscribe.
Press it anyway.
Just fucking find it and press it. Yeah.
It's depressing. But yeah, thank you for listening.
Thank
we
you.
super, super, super appreciate it.
Yes.
That's not a thing you say, but thank you.
We just did.
But I'm hungry.
Yes.
And up, and go to gnarly.